Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Kenshi Rise of the Dwarves for the last time, which is kind of sad when you think about it. We're going to dive right in because we have a lot to do. We have a long journey to do today. In essence, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the entirety of the Dwarven Kingdom, and we're going to be headed south. Hey, Sparky, how are you? We're going to be headed south, and we're going to it's going to be a long journey getting there because I don't think we move at a decent speed. So it's going to be a long journey getting there. And yeah, fingers crossed, no crashes. I will say I spent 3 hours last night optimizing my load order better. So I think we should be okay. I did some testing earlier today. So hopefully that, hopefully we don't have that big of a deal. But, we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed, though. Fingers crossed. I'm expecting at least one, just because when you're streaming, there's obviously the CPU, the increased load to your CPU. So I'm expecting at least one, but hopefully we don't have too much of an issue. So I think we should have enough food to get down there without a problem either. We'll take some extra rations just in case. But I'm loading everything up. We're gonna get all of the dwarves together, and that's it. You're getting given to King. It's happening. It's happening. Everyone's getting given to King. This is how it happens. Yeah, I mean we're going down, and we're gonna finally refight the Southern Hive. It's time. It's time. Our dwarves are on the move, so I'm gonna literally waste no time doing this. The series lasted for months. Will finally end. Sweet and sour at the same time. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. If you take out the time that I was on like hiatus, because there was a period of time when I was on a hiatus. If you take that time out, I've been doing this series for like 4 months, 4 or 5 months. If you include the time that I'm on hiatus, it's been like a year and a half. It's the series is this is the series I started live streaming with. So it's kind of bittersweet. It's kind of bittersweet. Yeah. So, all right, and we're gonna get moving. So I am going to. I do have to be transparent with you guys because I was having so much crashing last night. I needed to make sure that my game was going to function during this stream. So one of the things that I did earlier today was I actually did the full journey from Garzumi Keep all the way down to the Southern Hive for the sake of making sure of like stability, right? I needed to make sure that the game was going to run stable and have no crashing. And so I did the full trip down there. I did not do the final fight, but I did the full trip down there just to see if it worked. I didn't have any issues, any crashing. I'm sure that I might have one just because I'm streaming and Murphy's Law. And then in addition to the Murphy's Law thing, there's also the fact that streaming is it increases the load on your computer. So I'm sure I'll have at least one or two, but I shouldn't have the issue I was having last night. We should be able to get away without having that problem happen again. It's a win as long as we take back the keep. That's right. Garzumi Keep is the Garzumi Keep's the end goal. That's the end goal. I only recently found your content. I'm enjoying your lore shirt. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What a great way to start the stream, guys. Thank you so much. What a great way to start the finale. So I did go down there, and I also, again, I need to be transparent with you guys. I'm not doing any of this movie magic bullshit. I went into the Southern Hive territory to see if everything was still, I wanted to see if I could get all the way from our base to the Southern Hive without crashes or minimal crashes. The answer, yes. However, I noticed something when I got down there, which is that the air in like the vibe, the ambiance looked a little weird. So in total transparency, I don't know how it happened, but apparently, the Southern Hive died off screen. I don't know how it happened because we got our asses kicked by them. Somehow it happened. However, I feel that the end of the story, it needs to come from the dwarves beating the Southern Hive. So my plan is this: we are going to get down to Garzumi Keep. We're going to get right on the border of the Southern Hive. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to reload with an import, so that way the Southern Hive will return to life, and we are going to have our final fantastic battle against the Southern Hive to retake Garzumi Keep. Because I don't know how they died off screen, but they did. I'm not sure what happened, but something got to them. So that is something we are going to have to do. I am going to save often, though, because, well, we all know why. I don't think I need to explain why. But so that is a thing. But I do think that the end of the Dwarves series needs to be them reclaiming their ancestral homeland. That's what it needs to be. The Southern Hive is their end goal. So we're gonna make that happen. Who died off screen? So apparently the Southern Hive, just something killed them off screen. I don't know what happened. I went down earlier because Logic, I was having a ton of crashing issues last night. So I did the full trip off camera to make sure that like my new Lord Order would work. And yeah, it I don't know, it did a thing. It was weird. So either way, yeah, Southern Hive died off screen. We're gonna go in and we're going to save and then reload, do an import with dead NPCs coming back, and we're gonna go from there. But the journey down there, I do expect most of this video episode is gonna be the journey getting back down there. We have a large sum here, and it's we have a large army here, and we have quite a ways to travel. So I do expect most of this final episode is going to be the journey there, which is cool because it's almost like that slow build up, Sometimes things just happen. Lord Phoenix in my day save died off screen. Yeah, sometimes people just die and it's no one's fault. But no, I do think that for the sake of the story, though, I think that the end goal is still going to be kill the Southern Hive, especially given everything that happened in episode 16. So we're gonna go there and we're gonna bring him back just for the final battle. It's always about the journey. And then King Vishu will have reclaimed his ancestral home of Garzumi Keep, and it was Logic. Logic killed him. He went in with he was dual wielding helmets. They were stupefied by the brazen display of how good health protection that they just ceased living. The thing is, though, is the Southern Hive on my playthrough, other than the Praetorians, are wearing helmets. They're wearing helmets. I know that may wound you. That may wound you, but they are wearing helmets because of the Hive Expanded mod. Yeah, helmets are a thing for them. I think I'm going to try and avoid Squin. Squin's. Actually, I'm gonna get closer to Squin than I am to Admag. Did we kill Catlon? We did not kill Catlon. I don't think that it would be in the Dwarven interest to kill Catlon. Although, depending on how tonight goes, maybe if things end and there's still like a good amount of time left in the stream, maybe we'll head into the Ashlands and see how much damage we can do. Maybe we'll go deal with them, but we'll see. But no, we did take out the United Cities. We did take out the Holy Nation, and we allied with the Shek Kingdom, and we're there. We are. So we're gonna have a number of enemies we have to kill along the way because that's what's gonna be. One of the things I am gonna do, as well, is on the way down, I'm going to recruit as many Shek patrols as I can get my hands on. As many as I can get my hands on. I want to bring as many Shek with me as I can. I do think that I think that as our allies, the Shek, they're our the hardy allies of the Dwarves. And we we assisted them in defeating the Holy Nation, and we took out the United Cities. And I think that the Shek Kingdom will want to repay us by assisting us in our moments as well. In our proud moment. So, yeah. Hero, have you ever ventured to the Forbidden Isles or Avalon Isles? They're in the northeastern part of the map. Might make a neat spot to make a base. I have ventured over there before. Unironically, I did it during... last time I played Genesis was the last time I did it. So it's been a long time. Been a long, long time. Also, Cosby, you can check that off on your bingo board. I said unironically, just for you. I did it just for you. Check that shit right off on your bingo board, buddy. I did it just for you. So, but it's going to be a long journey there. It's going to be a long, long journey there. I did. Good. Good. I do wonder what the viewership's going to be like tonight. Last night was fucking insane. We had 240 something people in here at one point. It was absolutely nuts. Really crazy considering it started as a Kenshi stream and then turned into a variety stream when Kenshi crashed on me fucking 10 times. So we'll see what ends up happening this evening. Granted, it is the finale of a series, a very long series, so I feel like it's mostly going to be the OGs in here. Mostly going to be the OGs. Oh man, did you figure out the crash issue? Yeah, so what I did, I think I figured it out because like I said, I played a little while earlier to make sure everything worked. I went through my load order and I completely revamped the load order to be more stable. I redid the entire thing from the ground up. I reorganized every mod on my load in my load order, and it seems like it fixed it. I'm sure I'll still crash once or twice because it's a stream, and Kenshi's just naturally hates me when I'm streaming. But I do think I fixed it. And I also was kind enough to take that load order and make it the description for my mod collection, for the collection of all my mods in the description. So if any of you guys are using my collection and you guys want to have a bit more stability, go to the collection on Steam and it should be updated in the description with the exact load order that you just need to copy and paste into your mod.cvg file or CFG file. So, do you think the snowstorm influenced viewership, or was it increased amount of like votes in the last few days, or do you think there being a mod on the channel made folks feel safer? I don't know. I think it was a combination of a few things. I think the snowstorm definitely helped. Um, I think a lot of people were just home and inside and not doing much. Um, I think that it was a combination of that, and then there was also a lot of people actively liking the stream, which was pushing it. And I think it was just I don't know. I think it just worked out. I think it just worked out. The other thing too is I noticed that viewership tends to start to decline a tiny bit. Not decline, but like it gets harder to get more viewers the longer a series goes on because people don't like joining things 30 episodes in, you know. And so there's that. Do you think you'll start another series after this one? Yeah, so I'm going to continue my Nugget Mafia series. That's going to be a run as well. Let's just give it a minute to load in. I'm going to be continuing my Nugget Mafia series. And then in addition to the Nugget Mafia, I am going to be running, well, not in addition, but shortly after the end of the Nugget Mafia, because that one's not going to last a super long time. Not quite as long as this one, that's for sure. I'm gonna be doing my first ever Project Cthulhu run. I've never done Project Cthulhu, the Star Wars overhaul for Kenshi. I've never done it. I'm excited to give it a go, and yeah, so I'm gonna be doing Project Cthulhu. That's the plan. I'm gonna be doing a Sith Lord playthrough, a nice Jedi playthrough, or maybe a Bounty Hunter playthrough. I don't know. I don't know. Kenshi is in a game where you can do short-term playthroughs. Yeah, yeah. It does feel bad to join here at the end. I miss so much. Well, on the upside though, I do keep all the VODs on the channel, so you're free to go back and watch the whole story as it unfolds. You can see everything. We can sit here and we can reminisce about the whole stories, the whole story. No. You shouldn't have not joined at the last episode. It's good that you did. It's okay that you did. And the VODs are there if you want to go back and see the journey from beginning to end. But I'm just saying I understand why viewership tends to be a little bit more difficult once you get really into a playthrough. You know, this isn't Roblox, is what you should tell those folks. Literally, fucking Roblox. Oh my god. Ewy, ooey, ooey. So many guys here. So many guys here. Oh man, already been binging the content. It's good stuff. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy. I do feel bad about the first like 6 or 7 episodes of the Dwarf series because I was still figuring out how to stream. So the quality, I was figuring out things like bitrate and my internet and getting chat to work, and sometimes it just wouldn't work and all that stuff. There was a lot of interference, and I also like didn't know how to handle when the stream would just stop working sometimes, and so there's a little bit of issues there. How many pack animals is too many pack animals? Oh god, there's no such thing as too many pack animals. No such thing as too many pack animals. What do you mean? What on earth do you mean? Who's slowing us down here? I think it's definitely you. It's definitely you. We're gonna need some people to pick people up here. Ronk, you're gonna pick up Seto, and we're gonna have Grudgeberry here pick up Agnew because they are moving a bit slower than we need. Who else is moving slow? Why are we moving slow? No, we're just moving slow as shit, which is kind of annoying. Why is that? Why is that? I feel like we're moving at a snail's pace, at a veritable snail's pace. Pick you up. Perfect. All right, and then Grudgeberry, you're gonna pick up Agnew. Perfect. Okay. We should be moving a little faster now. Almost 500 hours, and I've never had an animal. It's funny because I don't use animals in every playthrough. It's not like something that I do every time, but I do find that on occasion, like when I do use them, I like to have a lot of them, right? I don't ever like to just have one dog. I like to have many dogs. Many dogs. I don't like to just have one bull. I like to have many bulls. Again, most of this journey is going to just be I mean, most of this episode's going to be the journey down there. We're all kind of reminiscing about the playthrough, shooting the shit, ask your lore questions, you know, ask all that stuff, because we're just journeying. We're on a trip. The journey of a lifetime. The journey of a lifetime. I bought my first ever crab yesterday. Oh, yeah. We love crabs. We love crabs. Crabs are good. We love the crabs. We do love the crabs. Also, I do apologize if there's any noise in the background or creaking from my floors or anything like that upstairs, because my sister-in-law and her girlfriend are over with hanging out with my wife and doing stuff, so they might be walking around upstairs. Why does King Gorillo use a plank when everyone else uses martial arts? Oh, the King Gorillo uses the plank because it's a trophy that he stole from the Shek, the Hunter Guardian Shek by the name of Sukan. Who we now know as Ghost. So the head of the Guerrilla Bandits actually beat Ghost in combat back when he was still Sukan, a member of the Hunter Guardians, and took his weapon. And when he took his weapon, it was a sign of disrespect to Shek because he lost his weapon in combat. And as a result of that disrespect, Sukan was, removed from the Shek Kingdom and labeled as a a failure. And yeah. Yep. You guys all on hold or something? What is the deal? Why aren't we all on hold? No, nobody's attacking. Super weird. All right. Is it possible to befriend the Shrieking Bandits? Yeah, theoretically it is. You just need to heal them when they're down and not fight them. So put yourself on block and passive and stuff, and then heal them when they're down. I think theoretically you can befriend almost any faction if you do it right. Just some take way more work than others. I always really enjoy healing up the starving bandits if I'm going to go to war with the Holy Nation, because then all of the hundreds of starving bandits will come to my aid if the Holy Nation's kicking my ass. And it's not usually enough to beat them because it's the Holy Nation, but it's enough to get them off of me. Get them to stop whipping my ass. Have you tried the complex crafting mod? It requires basic materials for you to get making a base to build workbenches, and requires generator cores to make power buildings. I haven't tried it in and of itself. I'm pretty sure it's in Genesis. It's either in Genesis or Blood and Sand, and I used it when it was in those mods back when I used those mods. By the way, to be fair, hi Dave, I'm Jason Wilmette. Hello, Jason. How for art thou, good sir? For those of you who are unaware, my name is actually Dave. What do you think the future of Kenshi will be? Do you speculate a new rise for humanity? Do I speculate a new rise in humanity? I mean, I think that Kenshi is cyclical. I think so based on the history of Kenshi and the way that it's kind of not connected to, real world history, but it kind of mirrors real world history in many ways. By the way, thank you for the donation, for the super chat. It kind of mirrors real world history in many ways. So the Second Empire was very much like the Roman Empire, right? And at at the fall of the Roman Empire, after the Roman Empire fell, is when you ended up getting into the age of religious oppression. I was going to say scientific repression, but it wasn't quite scientific repression because during the Dark Ages in Europe and whatnot, there was scientific advancement. It was just that if any of that science contradicted the church, then it was buried or taken care of. So it was very selective scientific advancement, as long as it didn't go against the church. And I think that's kind of where we are now, or we're on the way to, or we just got past with the Holy Nation. I think the Holy Nation represents the Dark Ages that came after the fall of the Roman Empire, which would be the Second Empire. And the Second Empire fell for many of the same reasons that the Roman Empire did. So I think that that's a good comparison. And it makes sense because their nomenclature is also that of the Romans, like with legionnaires and all of that stuff. And then you have the Holy Nation, which represents the Dark Ages, and I think that we're getting near the point where we're going to start entering the Renaissance period. And I think the tech hunters are a big part of that. I think the tech hunters represent the approaching Renaissance, but I think it's going to be a technological Renaissance. I think that Kenshi is going to have a period of time where they are going to absolutely peak in innovation. They're going to absolutely peak in creationism. They're going to have a renaissance. They're going to have a full-on technological renaissance. And I think that's kind of where they're headed based on the comparisons to real world history. So do I think another, like humanity will rise or there's a future of humanity? I do. And I think that it's going to be the tech hunters creating new innovations. I think that we're finally going to start to see real creativity and innovation take place on Kenshi because they're basically living on scrapped tech. They're basically recreating things that were already made. And I think that we're going to start to see new advancements. I think we're going to start to see Kenshi moving forward in a positive way, and it's going to be the result of the tech hunters. So that would be my thought. It's not in Genesis. Do you know if it's in Blood and Stone or Blood and Sand? I mean, because I think I don't know for certain, but if it's what you're describing, I think I've played it before, but I don't know for certain. Clearly, I'm not totally aware. No, but yeah, I think that I think Kenshi's gonna. I think it's headed towards a good spot. I don't think it's gonna be the most. I don't think it's gonna be crazy advanced yet, but I do think it's gonna be, you know. I think that there will be another rise in humanity, and I do think that there's going to be, another like a third great empire. And my hope is that the tech hunters are the ones behind it. You can ally with the Holy Nation simply by declaring your loyalty to the Phoenix in a conversation with Maul. Then they stop caring about robot limbs. That's true. That's true. Guns in Kenshi 2 confirmed. Probably not guns. If they did have guns, it would be really simple guns, but probably not guns. They are doing a ranged rework to make ranged combat, not the meta, but make it more viable. I'm of the mindset that humanity will what is it that we're gonna have a cover system in Kenshi 2, but that's just my own thought. I think humanity is regressing and we'll have that issue where they discover something that shoots them forward tech wise, but as a society still going backwards. I mean, I guess it depends on who discovers that tech and what they end up doing with it, you know? It really depends. Like, for instance, if the United Cities got their hands on some incredibly advanced tech, I don't think that would be good for anybody. If the Holy Nation got their hands on incredibly advanced tech, they'd either lock it up or destroy it. If the Shek Kingdom got their hands on some advanced tech, they would probably be too stupid to know how to use it. That's coming from someone whose favorite faction is the Shek. And they wouldn't want to use it anyway because it's not, Shek's strength and all that stuff. So I think that I think it would depend on what faction got the tech that would shoot humanity forward. So again, I think that I think the tech hunters represent a good chance for humanity to move forward technologically. I think the Hivers could, but it's kind of hard to say for certain because of the way that the what we know about the Hivers and what we don't know. I don't know. The Hivers are complicated. The Hivers are complicated. It's not in Genesis or Blood and Sand. Then I don't think I've played it then. I thought maybe it might have been in those two because I remember when I played Genesis and when I played Blood and Sand, there was some stuff that added like new crafting components that you could find and like new, like more macro level aspects to crafting, like refining ores down and stuff like that to create more complex stuff. So I thought maybe that's what it was, but Apparently not. So, no, I have never played it before, unfortunately. Personally, as long as my sweet bug boys are on top, I'm happy. I mean, they are, you know, the most fit in terms of biologically to succeed on Kenshi, with the Shek probably coming in close second. So, you know, there is that. I think the hybrids are more likely to piggyback off anyone else's tech than create their own. Yeah, yeah. Although they do seem to show some interest in creation of tech, it's just they're not very good at it. Um, they're not very good at it. But that also, I feel like that kind of makes sense that they're recreating tech. If you know, subscribe to my idea that the hybrids are basically created to be um, organic skeletons. You know, they were created by the skeletons to be their own counterparts, like organic counterparts. They mutated humans in the image of the skeletons. So it would make sense that they would basically be like Shek, but I mean not Shek. Would they be like be like skeletons but inferior versions? They make tech like the skeletons do, but it's an inferior kind. They do all that stuff, but it's inferior. You know. Honestly, we've met very little resistance so far, and I am kind of okay with it. I'm kind of okay with it. How's it going? We are on the journey back home. We're on the journey back to Garzumi Keep. We're gonna get down there. We're gonna rest up at the base, prepare ourselves, and then we're gonna go to war with the. We're gonna go to war. Just became welcome, absolutely fantastic. Welcome to the Mad Lads Guild, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate it as always. Do remember that if your Discord is linked to your YouTube, you can join the members only Discord. We do a lot of stuff there. We have a lot of conversations. You get to chat with me, some other YouTubers as well, in a more laid back setting, not on stream. Talk about food, share screenshots. I post my build videos and all that stuff before. I post like images of my builds before I post my build videos and whatnot. Is there any mention of whether the tech hunters or Black Desert Skeletons, for that matter, are making new robotic limbs? They're clearly reverse engineered some of the advanced tech, but I'm curious as to how much. I think it's implied that the skeletons and stuff, that like people are making new robotic limbs, by reverse engineering the severed limbs or the tech from the skeleton. So I think it is implied that they are making new limbs. Yeah. Hello there, man. I love your videos and I enjoy the old origin stories. Yeah. I've got some more coming. I just haven't. I've got a lot of other projects I'm doing currently simultaneously, so you know, we're getting there. They take time, but we're getting there. I do have some more coming though. Ye old origin stories. Honestly, I see the United Cities empire as the closest thing to resembling the Industrial Revolution. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think that the problem with the United Cities is that I think they'll fall before they're able to properly revolutionize. I guess you could say that because they are based on Japan, they do have the proclivity and potential for rapid advancement the way that Japan did. Because like, look at how far Japan came in less than 100 years, in like 50 years. I mean, they went from being, not nearly as advanced during the course of like World War One to all of a sudden skyrocketing to being some of the most advanced, having some of the most advanced tech and like culture is not the right word, but basically being some of the most infrastructurally advanced societies around in a very short amount of time. So I guess the United Cities does, if it follows the same concept of like real world advancements in tech and all that stuff, the United Cities does have a certain proclivity for advancement that could cause them to become the next like source of industrial revolution. Do you think there's a chance we will see new hives spring up, or do you think it's impossible to create new queens? Okay, so I do think that it's not likely to create new queens. I don't think that's a thing, because of how I think the queens came about. But I do think that we are going to see new hives, if that makes sense, because I think we're going to see new lands on Kenshi 2, and with it being a prequel, we're going to see new continents. There could be other groups of hivers that aren't present on the continent that we're on now. So I think it's possible. Is it possible the hybers were made to be a race of slaves to fix the famine issues just a little too late? Easy to make, easy to feed, best at farming. So actually, that lines up pretty clearly with my whole theory on the origin of the Hivers. So the Hivers showed up right at the tail end of the Second Empire in the lore. They showed up right as Catlon and the Empire was dealing with a famine, and conveniently, the Hivers don't need to eat as much. They were dealing with environmental issues that destroyed their farms, an explosion in the grid that we think was nuclear in origin because of the presence of trinitite or atomic glass around the area. Something that's only formed in a nuclear explosion. So hybers are immune to acid and presumably radiation as well. So they were suited for that. Hybers are quickly replicable, which deals with population issues. They're easily replaceable, which deals with the lifespan issues. They are controllable via a pheromone link. That pheromone link very closely resembling what would have been a skeleton mainframe during the First Empire, that the skeletons would have been connected to for the purposes of patching and control and receiving orders from the lower population of humans that were presiding over them. The hivers look an awful lot like skeletons. In terms of like their physique and their build, they just look like organic skeletons. So I think that the hivers were meant to replace humans. They were all humans that were altered. They weren't created flat. They were altered. They were altered by the Second Empire to deal with all of the problems that Catlon was facing. Oh, they're also incredibly loyal, which is another issue that he was having because of the Exodus and the rebellions. They're incredibly loyal due to that pheromone link. They won't rebel. Another problem solved. All of the problems Catlon had at the end of the Second Empire, the Hivers, conveniently, right as they showed up, are perfectly suited to deal with all of those things. So I do think that the Hivers were created not just as a slave race for the famine, but also as a way for Catlon to deal with the problems that were befalling his empire at the tail end of the empire, and also because I think that these skeletons in Catlon's regime had become disenfranchised with humanity. I think they had started to feel that humanity were monsters, as Catlon says when you see him, and they started to feel that humanity would be better off if they were more like skeletons. And so they applied all of the aspects of skeletons, all of the things that I just said, in addition to the fact that the hivers have different models, like that are good for different tasks, like the skeletons that have different models that are good for different tasks. I find it very convenient that the normal skeletons have straight heads, like straight up and down heads, and those are the worker drones. The normal skeletons we see, straight up and down heads, they're the worker drones. The soldier skeletons, the ones that were used for police force, have these rectangular heads. It's just going this way. And the hivers that are soldiers have rectangular heads going this way. And the leader skeletons, okay, the ones that were managerial, have round dome heads. The hive princes have round dome heads. And then in the concept art, you see a picture of a skeleton that looked like a lion that had the little lion heads, and I'm assuming they were supposed to be the head skeletons, like the leader ones, like Catlon. And what do they resemble? They resemble the queens. Is it convenient? I don't think so. I don't think that that's coincidental. That the skeletons have, these skeletons and the hivers all have different units or different subspecies that look like their corresponding counterpart to the skeletons, or, and vice versa. So I don't think that's and they look like the corresponding counterparts in comparison to their jobs, the jobs that those skeletons would have been assigned. The workers, straight up and down heads. The soldiers, rectangular heads. The managers, or the thinkers, the more intelligent ones, rounded heads. The rounded heads with the little spikes coming off, like the lion's mane, are the leader skeletons. All of that stuff makes total sense. It all makes total sense. So I think that the hivers were created in the image of skeletons to deal with many of the problems that the Second Empire was facing. So that is my thought upon that. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. It just works. Like Todd Howard says, it just works. Brandon, how you doing? Welcome. Is it known what Catlon's current ambition is? Is he just trying to kill everyone out of his own madness? I don't think he's trying to kill everyone. I think right now, honestly, Catlon is holding everyone back. I think Catlon is holding everybody back. In terms of the Second Empire exiles. Because if you kill Catlon, Actually, unlike most factions, where like if you kill most factions, their patrols will stop or they'll get weaker. If you kill Catlon, the opposite happens. The patrols get stronger and they start to leave they start to leave the Ashlands a little bit. They start to push out a little bit. And I think it's that without Catlon there to give them no orders, they start acting independently and they start trying to reclaim the Empire. I think Catlon is like in an ironic twist, I think that the Mad Emperor Catlon is the only thing standing between an invasion coming from the Ashland. I do think that is the deal. Exactly. He's stuck. He's obsessed with what happened, and he can't understand what happened because it's, outside the realm of what he's capable of understanding due to his CPU and processor burning out. And so he's just sitting there paranoid, holding everything close, and living in a perpetual state of delusion. And everyone else is waiting because he's their leader, so they're waiting for orders. But if you get rid of him, someone presumably will take his place. We don't know who, we don't know what. Or everyone just doesn't have a leash, a handler anymore. And as a result of that lack of a handler, what's going to happen? The Second Empire is going to invade. And there's evidence to that when you look at what happens after you kill Catlon. So there's that. What do I think of the Bugmaster? So I've talked about this at length. I don't know for certain, but I think there's a fair amount of evidence to suggest that the Bugmaster is the one who created the Shek, or did the genetic engineering. He at least in some way assisted in and was instrumental in the DNA alterations that turned humans into enforcers, and then obviously the enforcers would later evolve to become the Shek. And I think that he also created, as a byproduct of that, the Bone Dogs and the Pack Bulls. That's a byproduct of the early, testing phases of the experimentations to create those things. That's why the enforcers, the dogs or the wolves that became the Bone Dogs and the bulls that became the Pack Bulls all went down the same evolutionary chain because they had the same modifications done to them, as they were trying to isolate the correct genes that they needed for the enforcers and all that. And I think towards the end of the Second Empire, he also created the Skin Spiders and the Hyrers. And then I think the reason why he's able to still be alive after all this time is that, somebody who's capable of... Who's that? Swamp Ninja? No. Kill some Swamp Ninja. I think the reason that he's around after all this time is that he was able to identify and isolate the gene that prevents the degradation of telomeres and, helps prevent the aging process in living beings that is present in crabs in real life. And, we don't have the issue that crabs would have where we would keep growing and eventually asphyxiate in our shells. So theoretically, you could remove the age barrier by preventing the shortening of telomeres. Now, obviously, there's a bit more to, stopping aging than just telomeres, but it is a big part of it. So I think that's the case. Yeah. Would you like to see? What would you like to see on the other continent if it existed? Personally, I'd like to see colonies that believe the Second Empire still exists. Well, if I could see it in the modern day of Kenshi, I mean, we have reason to believe that the other continent is still there, and they kind of gave like an Easter egg for it. Hold on. Well, then why does Bugmaster want to kill Catlon? Well, towards the end of the Second Empire, if the Bugmaster, I'll swing back to your question about the other continent. Towards the end of the Second Empire, if the Bugmaster was the geneticist that performed the experimentations at the behest of Catlon during the Second Empire, when he did it the first time on the humans that would have become the Shek, it would have been done in a much more controlled and a much more like tested and like ethical way, right? He wasn't mutating people beyond recognition. He was doing some minor alterations to make people more aggressive, maybe a little tougher, stuff like that, And before he would have done that, there would have been trial phases. There would have been a phase where they were doing these tests on animals. They would have been doing these tests on animals to isolate the correct genes and make sure that it was A, safe, and B, to make sure that it would have been able to be done, it would have achieved the results that they needed. So they would have done these experimentations on dogs. They would have done them on bulls. And that's why I think that the bone dogs and the pack bulls all have that bone-like armor, just like the Shek, because they isolated the correct genes on those. So when that happened, it was done in a much more ethical manner. Still unethical to be experimenting on people without their knowledge, but in a much more ethical manner than the way I'm talking about now. That I'm talking about for the Hybers. So when the Hybers were done, it was at the tail end of the Second Empire. And it would have been done so aggressively. The genes would have been altered in such an aggressive and intense manner that it wouldn't have been, the slow evolution over 1,000 years that humans turn into Hybers. They showed up pretty quick, which means these were aggressive, horrible, cybernetic, half cybernetic, half organic abominations that were created by the Bugmaster, probably at the behest of a Catlan who is already deep in the thralls of madness. And that testing would have been thrown out the window. Those ethics would have been thrown out the window. There would have been no testing. It would have been, hey, take these humans, take these, whether they be adults or unborn. I'm probably unborn if I had to guess, just because it's easier to manipulate the DNA of still forming children than it is of full-grown adults. But take these beings, and I need you to edit their DNA so drastically, so aggressively, that they're not even anything resembling human anymore. And they got genetic rejects. The failures of this experimentation would have been that of the skin spiders. That's why the skin spiders kind of have like a vaguely humanoid look to them. They've got the arms and the humanoid-esque face, all of that stuff. It could have been things like the beak things. That's why the beak things look like a fucking human skull that's been stretched over a human skin that's been stretched over a skull that doesn't fit too well enough. The beak comes out of the mouth. Like if you look at them from the top down, they look like a face. I'm going to run into some beak things here in a couple of minutes, and when I do, I'll show it to you. It's honestly horrifying. And I think when that happened, the Bugmaster he felt remorse, and he felt ashamed, and he felt guilty and responsible for what he had done, because he was forced to do it. And I think when Catlan retreated, the Bugmaster decided that he was going to get justice. He was going to seek vengeance on Catlan to right the wrongs that he had committed. He was going to seek his own penance, his own justice, not only to deal with Catlan, who he probably views at this point as being an absolute monster, one of the most dangerous beings around because of what he made him do, but also because he himself had committed these crimes at Catlan's behest, and he's doing it for both atonement, and he's doing it for he's doing it for both justice and atonement. And so then over the last 1,000 years, he started to degrade, and he started to degrade over the last 1,000 years, because human beings, even if they can prevent the aging process, human minds aren't meant to hold 1,000 years worth of information, of memories and DNA. And he started to experience the decline of mental faculties and all of that stuff. And now we have the Bugmaster in his current state, whose one-track mind, solely focused, the only thing that he could think of anymore. He's an animal, basically, with one goal in mind. Kill Catlan. Kill Catlan. Kill Catlan. He probably doesn't even remember why he's doing it anymore. He's insane. He's an animal. He's barely even functional anymore. And I think at this point, he doesn't even remember why he's doing it. Why he's so fervently trying to fight Catlan. So... hello here. I just came to say hi, going for my presentation after having a nice stream. Thank you. Thank you. You have a good presentation. You do that. You have a good one. Now, back to the other question. What would I want to see on the other content if it still exists, if it does exist? Well, I do think we're helping Hero Farm short content like crazy right now. That's right. That's right. That's what we're doing. I do think the other content does exist. I don't remember exactly where the book is, so you guys are going to have to bear with me on that. It's been a while since I found it, but there is a book that you can find that does have an interesting description that hints, it basically makes mention of, like, it shows a map of the continent, and then it shows, like, some far off unknown land. Like, it mentions that there's another land that you've never seen before, and you wonder if it, like, in the description, it's like makes a question of whether that land exists. I think that was foreshadowing for Kenshi 2. I think that was foreshadowing for Kenshi 2. So, since most of the behemoths died in obedience, and that place is pretty much a hellhole, it makes sense that they wouldn't be scrapped. But Stobe is just lying there. I think it's a respect thing. I also think that depending on how high the water levels were during the Second Empire, you have to remember Stobe died, right? So Stobe died. And then a nuclear winter occurs, and most of Kenshi is under ice and uninhabitable, except Stobe's garden, where Stobe died. But at that point, they're not really interested in scrapping Stobe because A, he saved them. It's probably a reverence thing, but also, they're more focused on kindling the flames, the small embers of humanity that are left. Then all the ice and everything from that ice age melts, and from the ice age brought on by the nuclear winter, all that ice melts and the water levels rise. And when the water levels rise, Stobe could have very well been underwater or inaccessible due to the water, for whatever reason, depending on how high the water levels were, because we do know that part of that area was underwater. So Stobe could have been inaccessible or even underwater. And then continuing that even further, now all the water comes down. The parts and metal on him aren't even really worth salvaging. They're rusted, old, degraded metal. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. If you gotta guess who's gonna come out on top tonight, Hybers or Dwarves? I don't know. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. We toppled the United Cities in one stream. We took down both Tengu's. We took down Tengu's Vault, Henge, and Heft in one stream. I think we're much better prepared than we were last time. We're going in with double the number of dwarves, double the number of people. We're going in with 61 units. So last time we went in with like 30, 34, somewhere in there. We're going in with double the amount. So, we're going in with double the amount, and we're arguably not only we're going with double the amount, but we're a lot stronger this time. We're a hell of a lot stronger this time. So we're gonna take them down. We're gonna take them down. I need to find a beak thing so I can show you what I was talking about with the skull, because it's really messed up, guys. It's really messed up. Oh man. Do you think that the fish in Kenshi's oceans are native to the moon, or do you think the first empire introduced the fish to the oceans? I think they were introduced. I think almost all of the life on Kenshi all of like the fauna on Kenshi was introduced. The exception being maybe the Garu, the Garu, the Leviathan, and potentially the Fishman. I think those are the only three creatures on Kenshi that I think are. I think those are the three creatures on Kenshi that have the best chance of being native. The Fishmen are lower on that than the Garu and the Leviathans, but I think that most, if not all, of the species, save the Garu, Fishmen, and Leviathans. Maybe the Fishmen, and the Leviathans are native. I mean, were introduced. I mean, I keep wondering why he didn't go to obedience. I don't know. That's the one thing I couldn't figure out. The only thing I could maybe think of is that what is it? Stobe gained a level of sentience that maybe the behemoths didn't have. Maybe the behemoths didn't have sentience at first. An interesting idea that I'm just now thinking of is the skeletons were likely hooked, like connected by some kind of mainframe for patching, and also like a hive mind of sorts. And it's possible that maybe they were able to communicate like through that hive mind, through that wireless communication with each other as well. And imagine if the act of throwing all of those behemoths into obedience was so intense, and there was so much collective screaming that occurred as a result of them being melted down. They could feel the anguish from them being melted down, that it severed that bond, or it snapped them all into sentience. It was so much that it broke them away from the hive mind. And that's why they rebelled, because they suddenly became fully sentient. Before that, they were part of a hive mind. They gained sentience after they experienced the mass death at obedience. And maybe Stobe was a behemoth that also gained sentience. Maybe he wasn't at obedience when it happened, or he hadn't gotten there yet, and feeling the death of all of his comrades snapped him into sentience along with the other skeletons. But unlike the other skeletons, he didn't react violently. And then I find it interesting, actually, now that I say that the sudden burden of sentience right after the fall of the First Empire, a ton of skeletons ended up committing Sudoku. You know, they ended up taking the quick way. And I'm wondering, the hybers do something similar. When a hyber gains sentience, it's a hell of a burden to suddenly have thoughts and ideas and sentience and try to create an identity and figure out who you are. I'm wondering if, in another similarity between the hybers and the skeletons, the hybers react the same way that the skeletons did upon gaining sentience. Many of them end up taking their own lives. I'm wondering if maybe the same thing happened during the First Empire, and that's why the hybers kind of do a similar thing when they're disconnected from their own hive mind. An interesting concept, and it even further connects the hybers and the hybers being organically inverted to the skeletons in my mind. I feel like the more I think about it, the more and more it makes sense that the hybers are literally just inverted skeletons. It all just makes sense. They're literally just organic skeletons created in the image of the skeletons by the skeletons. Maybe the dead Hive Queen ended herself. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she grew sick of this wee mortal coil. I need to get close to a beak thing so I can... guys, it's over there. Garzumi Keep. It's been almost 10 episodes, but we're going back. Do you think a third party saved Stobe? I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't have enough information to make an idea or make a guess or a theory on that one, to be honest with you. Hard to say. Hard to say. All right, guys, we're approaching Garzumi Keep. We are approaching the keep. And we're up to 85 people in the stream. God damn, those are some Elder Beak things. There is 4 Elder Beak things here. That will throw a serious wrench in our plans, so we're going to try and avoid them. Oh, Beak things. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Look at this shit. It literally looks like a human face that has skin stretched over a skull that doesn't fit it. It's kind of horrifying. It's kind of horrifying. It doesn't look right. It's not good. It's not good. So, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not claiming that the beak things are mutated humans like I do with the hivers. But I do think that it's there and it's kind of horrifying and I don't really like it. I don't really like it. It makes me feel a type of way. It makes me feel a type of way. Like, look at that. There's the eyes. There's the nose of the face. And then, like, it looks like it's kind of stretched over like a skull that doesn't fit it. And then, you know, the beak is sliding out the mouth. It doesn't look right. It freaks me out, man. It freaks me out. So, I'm not going to claim that that's the case with them because I don't have enough evidence to support it because contrary to what some people may believe, I don't just make shit up. I try to always have some kind of evidence to substantiate my claims. But I don't have any for that. Other than that, that's the only bit of evidence I have. Okay, I guess we're fighting some beak things. Wasn't the plan, but I guess it's happening. I guess we're dropping some beak things. Yeah, I mean, it is believable. The thing is, again, so much of Kenshi, so many of the races on Kenshi are, seem to have some kind of origin in humanity, or it's plausible that it has some kind of origin in humanity. And, why would the beak things be any different? That's why I think that the Leviathans and the Garus and stuff like that are the only, hard-fire good case for creatures that are native to Kenshi. I think almost everything else was not. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to do a bit of resting before we engage with the Southern Hive because we have been fighting beak things, and I don't know what the damage to our group looks like. I'm assuming there is some damage because we are currently moving a bit slower than we were before, and Beep is knocked the fuck out. That's great. You go get Beep. All right, so we're knocked out, but that's fine. Yeah. All right, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Oh, God damn it, Seto. Cur up. Oh, sweet buttery God. Apparently we're having a good fight before this happens. Elder Beak thing, anybody? Apparently we're fighting an Elder Beak thing. Haven't done this yet. No, actually, no, we're not doing half bad. We are not doing bad, but yeah, apparently we're fighting big things. Okay, the fight hasn't quite started. Yeah. All right, we're going at with the Elder Beak thing. Did anyone get dropped? I don't think so. No one got dropped, which is good. Which is good. Okay. No one got dropped. Okay, we're gonna head over here. Good, good, good. We're probably gonna have to fight one more wave of beakers. One more wave of devil giraffes. We got this last devil giraffe. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna cross the bridge and it's gonna load in. Are you guys ready? I don't need bedrolls this time. I don't need bedrolls this time. Because we're gonna rest at our base. We're gonna rest at the ancestral home of the Dwarves of Clan Angler. Come on, pop on in. Everybody head on over. We're gonna rest at the ancestral home of the Dwarves. Probably, if they'll haul ass. There it is. The original base. There it is. Who built this bridge? It was already here. It was already here. We took advantage of it, but it was already here. Oh, man. It's good to be home. It's good to be home. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Who's being attacked right now? Oh, motherfucker. Seriously? Are we really doing this right now? Oh my god. Some of our guys are getting picked off right now. They're getting picked on. Alright, we're gonna send a couple of guys over here to deal with this nonsense. Fucking water spiders, man. Water spiders. Did you say he's in the water? God damn it. Okay, Lord Valkis, we're gonna have you follow. That's not what I meant to do. Pick him up. Go get him. Oh my god. Come on, guys. I love how the guys who saw the bridge decided to swim. Yeah, these bridges are really shit. They're not ideal. Not ideal. Okay, so we do have a couple of guys that are headed over. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're there. I need to send some guys to go get these bone dogs who are being dum-dums. Fucking ridiculous, man. We're gonna lose a couple of guys before we even get over there. It's stupid. Stupid! Alright, Red, are you able to heal that bone dog? Don't have a med kit. Why do you not have a med kit? I don't... Okay. Okay. Take out an LRB thing, no problem. Spiders in the water equals death, literally. Literally. Noble's Wrath. Okay, so apparently we're going to have another fight before this happens. Where are they coming from? A ton. Okay. Okay. I bet you're wishing you brought bedrolls. Now, I mean, we have beds in the base. We just got to get back to the base. Got it. Do you have, do you have healing kit? Motherfucker, why does no one have healing kits? Ingvishu. Alright, you get over here. Ingvishu, you go heal him up. This is fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Go pick him up. It'd never be easy. I just wanted to get back into the base. That's all I wanted. And we got absolutely shreked by hivers. I thought you had to kick the hivers out from inside the base. No, they vanished. They weren't there to take the base long term. The problem was they kept attacking the base on rapid fire, and when they attacked the base, they were attacking it with squads of, folks that had stats in the 90s and shit. Like we weren't making it out of that one. So everyone get over here. Everyone get over here. Red, Sigrund, Jamil and Piker. You guys get over here and fight off these skin spiders. Put them down. Make them dead. Make them dead now. That's what we need to do. Man really put the Frederick in Barbosa. Boats will be cool in Kenshi too. I agree. Enio, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Southern Hive is truly that strong. 90s in the combat stats. Yeah, they sent people that were here. Listen, they can verify it. I don't know if you were here for episode 16. 16 and 17. They were coming at me and attacking our base with squads that had like 30, 40, 50 hivers in it, and all of them had stats in the 80s and 90s. It was terrifying. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. 'Twas the stuff of nightmares. Oh, we gotta go get those two. Right, they're unconscious. I forgot they were unconscious. Pick you up. And Ogren's gonna come pick you up. So you two. Come get these guys. We'll have Ronk come get you. Good old Ronk. Oh shit, no. Vishu can't do it. Oh my god, you can't do it either. You guys are both carrying bone dogs. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have a whole, what is it, we're getting attacked by the United Cities. So we're gonna have to fight off one, and then we're gonna have to go fight the Southern Hive afterwards. If the Southern Hive wasn't isolationist, they would plow through most of Kenshi, pretty much. And it's speculated the only thing that's holding them back is the presence of some of the other factions. Like they're because they do start to expand out once some of the other factions have been removed. So that there is that. It does make you wonder, though. It does make you wonder. It's weird that they're isolationists because their entire regenerative process is dependent on feeding King. I think that when there's not people going to when there's not people headed towards to the southern, oh fuck, that's Igor. That's Igor. Okay, wasn't expecting this. All right, so if anybody remembers, during the last episode, Igor actually attacked the other base. And we held them off. You guys get up on turrets. Get up there. I ain't scared. We're gonna take him down. It's all gonna be good. I am not scared. No, so I didn't get Igor when he attacked. Igor retreated after he beat our base. We got back to the base before Igor was killed. So Igor actually left. And now that we're at the new base, we're back at the old base. Igor's leading another assault on the ancestral homeland. So this literally just became like a battle of the five armies situation, because I have a feeling that the Southern Hive is going to send an attack after us as soon as they realize we're back too. It says we have Shek reinforcements coming, but where are they coming from? Because where are they coming from? I don't. Shek reinforcements where? Do you guys see Shek reinforcements anywhere? I don't. I certainly don't. No. No. No, it would appear not. They lied to me. It's fine. We're gonna be fine. The Shek are always late. A true wizard arrives precisely when he means to. Fine. We're going to take all of you guys, and we're actually going to come back into the base over here, and I'm going to save it too, because things are about to get dicey. Things are about to get crazy. You saw 2 green dots in the swamp? Well, that's super fucking far away. That ain't going to help me. It's super funny how this playthrough has quickly become... Oh, yeah, there they are. Look at that. That's stupid. It's very funny how quickly this playthrough turned into... It started as the Dragon Age Dwarves and quickly became the Hobbit. We were kicked out of our ancestral homeland by another race, by an aggressive other race. We had to go, instead of leaving the Misty Mountains, we ended up basing in the Misty Mountains, replenished our forces. We're now headed back to our ancestral keep. In this case, it's Garzumi Keep. In the case of the Hobbit, it's the Erebor. And now there's multiple armies sieging the base all at once. There's multiple armies that are going to be sieging the base. I mean, it's kind of funny to me how hobbity this became. How hobbity this became. Speaking of wizards, did anyone see the Harry Potter actor was in a movie where he's playing a neo-Nazi? He was playing an undercover Nazi is what it was. He was a police officer that was playing an undercover Nazi. And it was Daniel Radcliffe. Good movie. Good movie. All right, we're going to send the golems over here. Send the golems over here. Send le golems up here. And you guys are going to hold the line. Along with Grunt, Fender, and Piker. All right, has shooting started? Shooting has started. Oh, they are not coming in the front. There's walls that are busted, aren't there? There is. They're coming through the broken walls. There are broken walls from when the Southern Hive attacked. They fucking trashed this place. Okay, well, where's Igor? All right, this is happening. We're gonna have a battle in the fields. Battle in the fields, everybody. What makes the wheat grow? Igor's blood! Everybody gear up. It's about to go down. We're going to send our nobles after Igor. Where is he, the rat bastard? All right. Yeah, this quickly became Lord of the Rings. Quickly became Lord of the Rings. We're going to have to rest up after this before we can assault the Southern Hive. Oh my god. Oh my god. Carnage. Utter carnage. Who's Igor fighting? On the upside, we get to add a new Might Out weapon to our our armory. We should be able to take Igor. Most of our guys have stats that are comparable to him. I'm not actually worried about him. Paramount. Although I will say this is going a hell of a lot better than the last time. What are the stats of your guys? Oh, they're good. So was it King Vishu doesn't have the highest attack, but his defense is damn near impregnable. He can have up to 104, which is great. We got 71, 74, 50, 54. A lot of them the lords are in the 60s, but they have Might Out weapons, which is why. And they're also Juggernauts, so they have high regeneration. But most of our soldiers have stats in the 70s, 80s. Yeah, 80, 83, 73, 78, 81, 79, 81, 104, 60. I mean, we've got decent stats. We're good to go. We're good to go. I just saw that golem ran through. Yeah, turn him to the putty, man. Turn him to paste. All right, Igor's down. We're going to take his weapon. Vishu, get over here and take his weapon. Taking his weapon. Okay, what's better, the Foreign Saber or the Desert Saber? 242, 264, the Foreign Saber is for sure. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take that. We're gonna he's not our problem anymore. Is that it? Is that the best you can offer? Is that all you have to offer me? I think so. I think so. Did any of them die over here? No, most of them look like they started to get shot, and then we're fine. Okay, well, it looks like this was uneventful for them. Beep, get up. Get up, good buddy, get up. We're going to turn jobs back on. We're going to get these walls fixed up real fast, too. going to get these walls fixed up. Crabs afoot. Can you craft slave chains? If so, you could enslave Igor and have him work the forge making helmets. I forgot that the Southern Hive had damaged our walls. Ah, fucking Christ, Nar. What are you doing, man? Alright, we're going to war with crabs again. Alright, fix up these walls. Get those done. Perfect. Perfect. Everybody get in here. Rest up. We got to make sure we're all rested and ready. Yes. Feels good. It feels good to be back at our ancestral home. Who's up again? Who's up and moving right now? I've been PC optimizing while watching the stream, and now I can run Kenshi at a whopping 200 frames, 200 FPS over my old 160. I'm super happy for your unperceptible frame increase, Primer. I'm super happy for your imperceptible frame increase. Oh man. Okay, so see what we've got going on here. How's our health situation looking? Yeah, so we're gonna have to heal up for sure. We got to get some. Okay, everybody's sleeping. It needs to be sleeping. It looks like, or at least most of them are. Good. I think we actually have some limbs. So some of our guys lost limbs on the way down here, or fighting the Holy Nation, or when they were off doing other things. I'm going to move Seto as well into the other one of the other squads. I can delete that squad. We don't need it anymore. Deep and Agnew, you can get over here. You know, I'm going to release Humio. She's not even with us, and she's been loyal, but we no longer need her services. You are released. I release you. I release you. Okay, so I need Seto and I need Bronca here to come over here because I'm pretty sure I have limbs that we need. Do you not have chests full of spare robotic limbs? We do. We do. No, that's my point, though, is I didn't when we were back at the other base when we were at Karak Vashu, but I do here. We have a ton of shit here. Look at these are the coffers that we lost when we got kicked out of the space. Are you ready? Full, tons of shit. Well, building materials were a bit sonky, but I mean, we had a bunch of stuff. All these electrical components, leather, copper, iron skins. Not so much in the copper, but all this armor plating. Fuel. I mean, like, we had a ton of stuff. I can also finish outfitting everybody as well. Yeah, we had good stuff. We had a good amount of stuff. Hero, can I play Rogar's voice? I mailed you. I am still digging through all of the applications that I have. If I haven't gotten to you quite yet, let me know. I'm still sending out the script to anybody interested in it. I've had, I think, eight or nine people email me today alone about playing Rogar and about playing Soldier. So if I haven't gotten to you yet, I will within the next day or so. I promise. I'm trying to weed through as many as I possibly can. I've got a lot of people that are interested specifically in that part, which is really cool. Okay, so we got some limbs. So you're a left arm, right? Do I have any other left arms, or is it just that one? Just that one. You're a lefty. Then Seto, you're also a left arm. Fuck me. Okay. I don't know if I actually have another left arm. These are all rights. It's all right now. Awesome. Well, something we do need to do, actually, this just occurred to me. We need all of you to get in here. All of you guys to get in here right now. Right now. Get in here right now. You need one. You need one. You need one. And you need one. And then I need some of you guys to have robotics as well. Perfect. Okay. So we don't have another left arm, so it looks like Seto is currently not quite as effective as would be ideal. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. Not as worried about it. I think it'll be okay either way. And then we might have some stuff actually in the shed here. Bring them in the cupboard. Seriously? Are you late? Were you late to the party? Like all your entire army is already dead. Are you just what are you doing? Finding and rescuing the leader. Oh, they're trying to rescue Igor, who is playing dead. No, that's unacceptable. Ronk, go pick up Igor. Throw him into one of the cages. Get him in the cage. Perfect. All right, I'm going to check the old coffers here because I want to... Who didn't get a full equipment? I'm pretty sure we had a couple of people that still were using the wrong type of like pants and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, so we need you in here. We need Bronca in here. We need you in here. And I think that was it. I think everybody else was outfitted, but... All right, so you three get in here because you guys need to get outfitted properly. Finally in a position where we can outfit the rest of our guys. It's not going to be the most, superb weapons. I mean, it was superb armor that we've produced, but it will do. With the right chain shirt? Yeah. All right. Masterwork, that'll do. And then a helmet. All right. That was Bronca. Sigrun, you need pants. We need pants for you. I think that was all you needed, right? Yeah. And then Hespith, you also needed pants and a shirt. Legion gauntlets. Perfect. And specialist or masterwork? Specialist it is. Okay, so now everybody is out there. I'm going to put him in a peeler. I put him in the cage for just a minute so I could get that done. We're going to put Igor in a peeler. We'll do it right now. We've got a minute. We'll do it right now. Where is the peeler? Is it in here? Peeler machine! Hello. Alrighty then. We're going to put him in a peeler in here. He's going to die alone inside this tower. In the peeler. Igor will suffer for what he did when he attacked Garzumi Keep and killed the last of our industrial doors. Not Garzumi Keep, when he attacked Karak Vashu. Every time I hear pants, I think of Beavis and Butthead movie. Quick, grab the pants! Grab the pants, quick! Stunning. Stunning and brave. Throw his ass in there. Yeah, so Igor led the assault on Karak Vashu, and he killed many. He killed many. And, I'm not even going to bother talking to him. Fuck that guy. I'm not going to get Igor on my side. He's a filthy southern hiver. I will not be giving him the satisfaction of that. I need all of the nobles in here for this. They will all witness. I especially need Red in here for this. Everyone that's not a noble can get out. You guys, job's off. Passive. Nope. Get in there. Door closed and locked. Everyone else can handle themselves. We're gonna do this right. We're gonna do this right. Everyone's gonna witness. They will all watch. Witness me! Witness me! Red will be there to bear witness as well. Red should definitely be there to bear witness, considering Red and Vashu are the only ones remaining from the original Garzumi Keep. Alright. And now we watch. And now we watch. And then, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a fucking screenshot of this. I'm gonna take a screenshot just because it's pretty. Let's get down there and take a screenshot of this situation. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. All right, screenshot of this. I've achieved my screenshot, and now he dies. Gonna break through his armor. It's gonna take some time. We're gonna do it nice and slow, though. You awake yet? Bleeding, but he's... We'll go get him in a minute. It's just one armored bone dog. I'm not super concerned about him. Alright. Still alive. Hasn't started screaming yet. There it is. There's the pain. Feel the pain. He's not screaming, though. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Still got to dig through the rest of that armor. Where are those walls from? They look sick. Those are the storm walls. They're from the storm wall mod. They're walls that are designed to look like the storm building, so it kind of flows better. I thought it fit the dwarven aesthetic of like very like stone heavy, that kind of thing. So I built them. Plus they have barbed wire on the top, and that's always cool. He's not even screaming. He's going down like a champ. I mean, yeah, he's you know, he's going down quietly, that's for sure. He's not even screaming. I do have to give him that. I do have to give him that. He is not yelling. But that just means that his flaying is going to mean even more. Save it. No, that's over. Save often, especially given our situation. Play him like a champ. He's taking it. He's taking it. Just scraping away. Just scraping away. Producing animal skin. I'd say so. I'd say so. I'll go a little bit faster. Have him lose his limbs. Peeler him up. It's good. It's good. It's good. 112 people. 112 people. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. I just joined. Why is this happening? Oh, this is Igor. We just returned to our ancestral home that was taken from us back, like 10 episodes ago. The base that was taken from us. And as soon as we got back here, Igor attacked us. And so the leaders of the Dwarven Council, Lord Red, Lord Ogren, Lord King Vashu, Lord Athena, and Lord Valkis, are standing in here watching the death of the enemy general. It's kind of beautiful when you think about it. It's kind of beautiful. Kind of beautiful. We're giving him the send-off that he deserves, being surrounded by his enemies. Yes. Yeah. And I'm sure, Logic, I'm sure you're loving this, given that he's a soldier. Given that he's a Hive soldier, and you have your propensity, your intense hatred for Hive soldiers. Those dirty Southern Hivers deserve to feel the pain. For what they did, absolutely. For what they did, absolutely. They will feel the pain. They will feel the pain. I personally wanted Igor to be enslaved to make helmets, but this is a close second. I mean, yeah, this'll do. This'll do. Still alive for now. The death of a foe. What a tragedy. Oh, he's dead. Well. Good. Good. Yeah. Call the dogs in. Time for food. We're gonna go collect those, actually. Who's got space in their inventory? How big are those? Yeah, I can grab those. We're gonna feed those to our dogs. We are going to feed those to the dogs. So I'm actually going to drop those limbs. Lord Phoenix belongs on a cross. I actually was going to download the crucifixion mod just so I could do that, and I forgot to do it. Those are limbs. Those are for the dogs. Feed them limbs. Good. All of our dwarves are outfitted. Everybody's looking mighty fine. Everybody's looking really good. Beep, we're going to outfit Beep as well. We're going to give him a new set of armor. Masterwork grade pants. Legion gauntlets ain't going to work, but we can give him... we give him a helmet? We'll give him a helmet. I think he clips through it a little bit, but that's fine. It's all the better. We're going to give him a... Specialist Cuirass. And he's got his shield. Do we have any other shields? Oh yeah, all these combat cleavers we had made. What's better, the axes or the combat cleavers? Because I may end up switching some of our guys up to combat cleavers, depending. Depending on how this goes, we may switch out the combat cleavers. We do have the dwarven axes, but you know the cleavers might be better. 2.01. Oh Jesus. 2.01.44 with a plus 25 armor pen and a plus 2 attack versus 1.3. Oh yeah, I'd say our axes are a hell of a lot better. Hell of a lot better. I really wish I would have given this game a chance sooner. I've been absolutely addicted to it recently. That's what happens. Listen, it's crazy. The story is always the same. I've heard that same story from so many people. So many people. So many people. All right, beep. Six, yeah. Oh my god. We haven't been back at this base in almost 10 episodes, so like it's weird being back at this base now. It's weird. It's a weird time. A weird time that we live in. What are our food stores looking like? We've emptied them. How about that one? Okay, we do have food, which is good. Our guys can eat, stay fed. Our gorillas are in rough shape. Some of our gorillas are absolutely fucked up. We're mostly waiting for our animals to heal up. That's kind of the vibe right now. Zagan, what's you looking for food? Okay, so he's the one feeding everybody. This armored bone dog is on the way. This gorilla is dying. We need to go get him. Pick him up. There, just come out here, you fucking fool. Kenshi is off-putting because of the graphics, but addicting because of the gameplay and lore. To be honest, I really like the graphics. I think that it's got a good look to it. It may just be, maybe it's mine because I have my graphics up so high, and I also have my custom reshade on. But like, I like the graphics of Kenshi. I like that. It's not quite like photorealistic. That's not what it is. But like, it's just, I don't know. I like it. It's good. It's good. Some people make their Kenshi look like a comic book, and I'm not really huge on that. I get the appeal, but like the Kenshi 2 reshade, it's the most popular reshade. So like my opinion on this literally means nothing. I just think it makes the game look too much like Borderlands, and I'm not. You know, it's not for me. It's not for me. We're gonna put him down. Give him first aid. So these guys are in rough shape. That is for sure. They're retreating. That's hilarious. Trying to run off. Adorable. He's carrying the core. This is actually kind of sad. Actually kind of sad. They're both Scourgelanders. Obviously, this is not the case. But I like to imagine that these two were siblings. Or lovers, perhaps. And, one died, and the other one is carrying their sister's body back, or their significant other's body back. Out of respect. Kind of sad. Kind of sad. Well, you'll be joining them soon enough. You'll be joining them soon enough. You see what I did there? It was sad, and then I made it funny. Yeah, our animals are really messed up. They are going to be the thing that takes a minute to heal up. Once they're healed, we can start moving on the southern hive, but I do not want to head out until our gorillas are at least taken care of. I wonder if I can, like, force them into a bed. That's kind of stupid. Kind of stupid. But I'm going to try it. I wonder if I can pick one up and put him on a bed. Pick him up. I'm not too late. No, sir. We have not... We have not done it yet. Is it working? Oh shit, it's working. Oh my god, it's working. This changes everything. Someone go get those gorillas. Get them now. I've been hanging out with Pato too much, goddamn. I've been hanging out with Pato too much. Keeps up. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so happy that you could make it. I'm so happy that you could make it. The Shek finally showed up, guys. They finally showed up. Don't worry about it. It's fine. What do you think of robotic limb-based skeleton mod? Of the robotic limb-based skeleton mod? I asked because I noticed it's not on your mod list. I really like it. I especially like the variants of the black skeleton, the black and yellow ones. I'm not using it because it was conflicting with another mod that I was using for a while. And I made the decision not to use it, and then I never ended up putting it back in. Repair your walls? My walls are repaired. Is there a hold? Did I miss one? My walls are repaired. Yeah, I already fixed them. They're all fixed up, buddy. They're all fixed up. It's the thought that counts. They showed up eventually. Yeah, I guess it works out because I'm pretty sure the Southern Hive is going to launch an attack against me at some point. Oh, no, actually they won't. The Southern Hive won't launch an attack against me because of that thing I talked about at the beginning of the stream. So while we're here, we got 133 people, so I'm going to talk about this whole situation. So for those of you who were on the stream last night, is that not a hole in the back of the Y building in the watchtower? No. No, there's no hole here. There's a door. There's a fucking door there. I should probably get rid of this door, though, to be honest with you. What do you mean it looks like it? What are you talking about? I'm so confused what you're talking about. Behind the Y house and the watchtower? I don't see a hole. There's... Yeah, what are you talking about? What a hole? The other door looked like a hole. Oh, yeah, no, this is a door. This is a door. Okay, door. And then this is a door. Although I am going to replace this door. I am going to replace this door. So anyway, last night I was crashing like crazy when I was trying to play Kenshi. That's why I ended up becoming a variety stream. So I spent fucking 3 hours last night redoing my lower order to make it as stable as possible, which is why the game seems to be running okay now. And I updated my mod collection on Steam to show that load order. Like it's in the description, so you can just copy and paste it in your mod CFG, your mod.cfg. So stable load order, but I needed to make sure it was stable because we were doing the finale tonight, and I wanted to make sure that we would be able to get to the Southern Hive without a ton of crashing all that stuff. So earlier I did a test run where I brought all of my dwarves down here and ran into Southern Hive territory, but I didn't do the final battle. I just needed to make sure I could get there without the game crashing. However, when I got into the Royal Valley, something happened where I noticed that the ambiance looked off. I don't know how it happened because they kicked my ass. The Southern Hive got killed off screen by somebody else. I don't know what happened. The queen died though, and was gone. So it kind of threw a wrench because we've been training the last 10 episodes to come and fight the Southern Hive as a way to take back our ancestral home, which is really fucking annoying, right? I was really frustrated about that. But I'm also not going to movie magic it and lie to you guys about the situation. So I'm going to tell you what happened. So what I'm going to do, because I still think that the end of the playthrough needs to be the dwarves reclaiming their home and killing the Southern Hive. That's the end of this playthrough. Is defeating the Southern Hive, and then maybe depending on how much time is left, if we manage to defeat the Southern Hive, maybe they march into the Ashlands to confront the ultimate evil. But in order to do that, what I'm going to do to still have that happen is I'm going to go to the border of the Southern Hive, save the game, close out of Kenshi, reload it, and import dead NPCs, and we are fighting the Southern Hive tonight. End of story. Because that was the end that we had dreamed up, and it's really anticlimactic to have the Southern Hive be destroyed after everything they did to us. So we need to fight the Southern Hive. We need to put them down. But yeah, so that's what happened. I'm not going to lie to you guys though, and go in and movie magic it or anything like that, or pretend this don't happen. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know why they're dead. The only thing I can think of is that when the Southern Hive attacked us the first time, sometimes when the Southern Hive attacks, it'll make a clone, like a baby king, like a little king, that will come with the assault force. And if you guys remember in episode 17, one of those baby kings showed up at the base and we killed it. And I'm wondering if when we did that, we inadvertently destroyed the Southern Hive. We caused a world state change. Even though it wasn't actually king, it wasn't the real king, because it only had a strength rating of like 100, whereas the real king that's at the Southern Hive has a strength rating of like 250 or close to 300. So I don't know. I don't know if maybe that's what did it. But yeah, I went there earlier to, again, I was doing some testing because I needed to make sure that the game was going to be functional for me this evening, and the Southern Hive was dead. So I'm going to reload and import everything except for dead NPCs because I still want to have that final battle with the Southern Hive for the playthrough. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to jip it or anything like that. So that's what happened. That's where we are. But I wanted to be transparent with you guys about it, especially since obviously I'm going to have to import and untick that box, and I don't want people to be like, what's going on? Oh my god, he's lying to us. Not, no, I'm not. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I do not. So, yeah. That's the deal with that, though. It's a sham. He's a phony. He's a big fat phony. I bet they're not even dwarves. I bet they're just Greenlanders who had their knees cut off. I hate to tell you, but they're also just Greenlanders and Scorchlanders that had their knees cut off. Sometimes Kenshi's just Kenshi's. Modded Kenshi especially, literally. I understand. Everyone boo me. I'll take all my boos in chat. Everybody boo. It's fine. I understand. I'll take the boos. Everyone send me your boos. I'm okay with it. I understand. I totally get it. I deserve it. I deserve it. It's very deserved. How'd Igor go? He died. We shredded him. His corpse is currently in this tower. We shredded him. He's gone. I send you boos. Igor. This is how Igor went. That's how Igor went. So, you know. That's how that went. Alright, we're just hanging out right now until it's time. I would do the import now. The only concern is that this island would be completely loaded with fishmen. And then that's a whole different issue that we have to deal with before we can get over to the Southern Hive. Plus, I'm concerned about trying to do the import while we're in the base. I'd rather do it when we're over there, away from some of the more bulkier stuff to reload. Oh yeah, we stomped them. They didn't stand a chance. Didn't stand a chance. And then the Shek showed up afterwards to do, I don't know, something to wander around the base for a bit, I guess. Hey, look, we're training. We're back on that. We're back on that. Everyone's getting the pump. I have really been hanging out with Peto way too fucking much. My God. I've been doing it way too much. Okay, alright. A second battle for the Fishman Isles. I think this one would go a hell of a lot better than the last one did. Let's be clear on that though. Don't get it twisted. I think this one would be way fucking better. I think we'd get some. We'd put them down. Absolutely put them down. Yeah. All right, we just gotta wait for our animals to heal back up. That's the big thing. That's the big thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. I'm gonna wait for Peto to watch the VOD later, and then he's gonna text me and be like, "Dude, you're stealing my bit. You're stealing my shtick." Funny. A newbie question, though. The bar is like 500 feet away from the hub walls. Who is killing the barkeep? They died twice in my current playthrough. Dust bandits, could be dust bandits, could be starving bandits, could be, I don't know, a rogue Garu that got pissed off, could be the Southern Hive. I mean, it could be anybody. It's kind of hard to say. Kind of hard to say. We don't know. We don't know. We just don't know. We just don't know. How are you guys doing? Good, 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 good. Everyone's alive and well. Everyone's well and alive. What are you two doing? All right, you're fully healed up, which means you can go. Oh, someone's got to go pick them up. Oh, annoying. It's really dumb that beds actually heal the bone dogs and the gorillas. It's funny, but it's really dumb. Slavers and Dustman is probably... Yeah, that's the other thing. Slavers, too. Don't underestimate the Slavers in the border zone. They are, they're menaces. They're menacey. If these Gorilla didn't have such good stats, I'd honestly say, fuck it, we don't need to bring them. But, truthfully, we need to bring them. We need to bring them. I see no realm in which we don't. Sucks I don't have a left arm for Seo. Yeah, most unfortunate. She's going to go into this fight with one bad arm. Slavers are probably the strongest group in that zone. Oh, hands down. Hands down. They're beasts. They're beasts. They are a real problem, and they attack out of nowhere, which is always really annoying. Beat things plus beds are how you cheese massive gains. That's fair. Fair. That would do it, yeah. You know, while we're waiting, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reorganize the squads. So, Sato, you get over here. We're going to do some... Pato does overdo the Arnie thing, but it's at least is less annoying than the fishy song. The reason why he does the Arnie thing is because they're from the same place, so they have the same accent. They're both from Austria, so they have the same accent. It's a giggle. Plus Pato works out a good amount and everything. So it's just it's kind of a joke that he's like a muscly guy from Austria, and so is Arnold. You know, that's the meme. It's a meme. It's a meme. He's memeing. Don't worry about it. He's memeing. All right, so we're gonna make 2 squads. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make 2 squads. We're gonna have the vanguard. Those are the ones that are gonna go in front, and then we're gonna have the rear guard. I spelled guard wrong, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's the word. I can spell. Don't question me. All right, so we got the vanguard and the rear guard. So I'm going to make King Vashu is in charge of the rear guard. He is obviously our king. He's going to be running... No, actually, he's in charge of the vanguard. He's going in and he's charging in. Red, who is the only other survivor from the first battle of with the Southern Hive, is going to... Jesus Christ, how many other squads do I have? Jesus Christ, what is happening? Too many. Why do I have this many? I don't need this many. Is this from every time I've ever recruited somebody? Jesus. All right, well, let's get rid of that. So no, the rear guard is going to be... So I'm planning a pincer attack is what it is. I'm gonna sack them, right? So I'm going to have some of the dwarves charge in from the front and distract them. That's going to be a lot of our animals. It's going to be some of our stronger dwarves, and then I'm going to have some of the other dwarves sneak in from the back, and we're gonna blitz them. We're gonna take them out from the back. Hero for president of the USA. We can go to war with the Southern Hive IRL. All right, so we're gonna divvy up the lords. So we're gonna put Lord Ogren with red in the rear guard. Grudgehammer with them. We're gonna put Goddard there. Ronk is gonna be in the front guard, in the vanguard. Beep and Agnew are gonna be in the rear guard, I think. Yeah, Beep and Agnew are in the rear guard. Seto will be in the front. I'm gonna try and make this as even as possible too. That's the other thing. All right, as we're getting ready for the final battle. All right, so we're gonna put Vigo in here, and I think I'm just gonna alternate down for now. Alternate down. And I want to keep the teams relatively even, but all of our guys have similar stats for the most part, so I think that alternating is a fine way to go. It doesn't affect anything after we've got those initial ones, or at least until we get to like the golems and stuff. And then whichever group is going to be fighting King is going to need Kenshi and Deimos. I want Kenshi, Deimos, and Tiny to be focused on King. And then everybody else can focus on all of the other ones. So I'm going to put Kenshi and Deimos, and I'm going to put Tiny in here. So now I got to add 3 more. I'm going to put the other golems in here. Yeah. Oh, that's a bone dog. Put the other golems in here. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to put Zagan in here as well. So Zagan's in there. Put a golem in here. 19 and 18. All right, another golem here. Still even. Good. Now we can continue to divvy up the dwarves and the vanguard. Here. Paramount. Balin. Rear guard, okay, but not really intimidating. Booty blasters. I'm shooketh with mine. I'm shooketh within mine boots. Mine bootsies tremble in fear. Okay, so that's that. Now we got to divvy up the animals. Grunt is going with the vanguard, and then I think Fenrir and Piker are going to go with the rear guard. Actually, no. Piker's going to go with the vanguard. Fenrir's going to go with the rear guard. I'm going to give 2 bone dogs to make up for that difference. And then I think we're going to alternate the gorillos. Alternate the gorillos. 1 bone dog there. Take 2 bone dogs in the rear guard. And then I think I'll finish it off in the front. Okay, so now we've got our squads. We've got our vanguard and our rear guard. So I'm going to save it again just in case crashing, because I don't want to have to redo all that. But I think that's how we're going to do it. I think we're going to send 1 group in front, and we're going to have another group circle in back, and we're going to blitz them. We're going to pincer them. Good blitz. Good blitz. You're good. Your leg is still healing. You are beyond fucked up. You are beyond fucked up. You have fucked up now. Oh my god, guys, can we stop fighting for like a minute? We get back in the base. Nobody needs to be fighting right now. Goddamn crabs. Also, though, look at the fucking crab death. Nobody take any damage from that? Really fucking annoyed if more of the animals got messed up from that. A little bit of damage is fine, but that's the one that's still sleeping. That's fine. No, we're okay. We're okay. All right, you guys get over here, and we're gonna drop you. All right, fantastic, fantastic. Let's make cancer feel foolish. Okay, so everybody needs to. I'm gonna remove everyone's missions. I think we're good on that. We're gonna go through and remove all of these missions, engineering, all that stuff. They're not gonna need it here shortly. So none of that matters anymore. And we're gonna set everyone in 1 squad to follow King Vishu, and the other to follow Red. You know. But I think at this point we're getting ready for the final fight, for the confrontation of a lifetime. That's fine. That's fine. And then none of you guys should have anything anyway. Okay, cool. So all of you, the exception of Vishu, you guys are now on bodyguarding King Vishu. That's what you do. Stay close and bodyguard the king. That's what you all do. You guys all need to pop down here. And I believe that I have it set for military formation, which is good because everyone's going to look pretty baller in that sweet military form. Hell to the fucking yes. That looks absolutely fire. It looks beautiful. Look at that sweet formation. Look at it. It's beautiful. Also, why is Deimos in a fight stance right now? Cool. Anyway, pretty badass formation. So this is the vanguard. This is going to be the group that charges the front. Pretty fire, if I do say so myself. Pretty fire. Pretty fucking fire. It's a parade that has dogs the size of like fucking elephants. I'm getting ChatGPT to sort my mod list to see how it holds up compared to my current load order that I sorted. If you do, I would recommend sending them the link to. I think it was Atlas that made the load order link on either the forums or on Steam. I'd recommend sending ChatGPT that link and telling it to read that link for like order and whatnot. But best of luck with that. I don't foresee that going very well, to be honest with you. I don't foresee that going well. Got your gorillas wearing mid-sized sedan worth of armor. Well, obviously. What do your gorillas wear? If it's not a mid-sized sedan amount of armor, then I don't know. I don't know. Pretty machine. Oh my god. This is kind of a somber thing that we're doing here. Getting these guys all sorted and shit. Getting everybody ready for the final battle. I mean, it's kind of a somber occasion. I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad boy, yes I am. All right, so, and then all of you guys, with the exception of Red, are going to bodyguard and follow Lord Red. Perfect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I mean, look at this. So this is the rear guard. This is the rear guard, and I must say, I'm fucking impressed. This is horrifying. Can you imagine walking up and this is what's... So this is what's going to be attacking the back of the base. And then the front of the base is going to be King Vashu, who draws the line. I think that he... I think he would want to, I think he would want to be the one to charge the front, just because of everything that happened last time. Under his rule, you know? He's going to charge the front and provide the distraction for the rear guard to sneak in through the back and attack it from the back, you know? Because that's what they do. They attack it from the back. And so that's what they're going to do here. Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. This is where it's at. This is how we do. This is how we do. What's the lore behind these golems? Are they made by the dwarves or are they just skeletons? They are constructs made by the dwarves. That is the lore that I have for them. They're so, because originally my dwarves, oh my god, they march and sing. Oh my god, look at that march. That's fucking terrifying. Look at it. That's horrifying. Okay, sorry. In the original, dwarves were based on the Dragon Age Origin dwarves, and in Dragon Age Origins, they had Caradin, the headsmith, who was able to make golems, right? And so the idea was that the dwarves would have their own golems, and these are those. Yeah, Kashurn flashbacks. Is that what happened during? Is that the episode 16 fiasco? Is that what you're referring to, Vaughn? Why? Oof. Oof. Okay. I just need this one gorilla to heal up. He's really ticking me off. Oh my god. And these two, because apparently they've gone yumpy. Need help. It's already made like 15 mistakes, and I've only reached section 7 of 11 on my load order. Eesh. Down. Nice. We're just waiting on this one gorilla. This one armored gorilla. He's just taking a nappy nap. He's just taking a little nappy nap, that's all. How much food do we have left? I want to make sure we can actually, like, do this. Because when we, you know, were forced to flee the first time, we are running dangerously low on food. How are we doing in terms of the stockpiles we brought? Okay, we're doing good on that, in that respect. All right, we're doing okay in that respect then. When we first, I just noticed Ogren not really subtle there. Ogren's not the only one. We've also got a Bronca. We've got a Bronca. And where is the other? Where is she? We've also got a Hespeth. We've also got a Hespeth. And we've got a Haremont. And we've got a Haremont. And we have a, where are you? Where are you? We got a Balin. We also have a Balin. And we have a Varric. And we have a Varric. So, yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot. Yeah, when we, so I'm going to save it before the final battle, too, and I'm going to do some cinematic run, like some cinematic shots, and make, like, a cinematic, like, video out of the final battle and post it on the channel. Little premiere, little final, Dwarves versus the Southern Hive final battle. And, I'm excited about the marching and, like, the marching, because, that is going to look fire. That looks absolutely fire. Absolutely fire. I do, however, want to change one thing, so we don't need these squads anymore. I do, however, want one thing. So Zagan needs to actually be between these two golems. I think that'll change his position in the march. No, it won't. Okay. Yeah, I just mean, like, oh my god. It looks so fucking cool. I just, one more time. Like, look at this. That's so badass. It's so badass. Ah, that makes me feel a type of way, guys. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's so good. It's so fucking good. It's so good. It's happening. I'm having a moment. All right. We're just waiting on this guy. Goddamn armored gorillas. Always slowing everything down. I wish there was a faster way to heal this dude. I may have ended up leaving him behind. I'm not sure. I mean, we have a little bit of time, but... And I don't imagine we're going to get attacked. I'm more worried about food, to be honest with you. The cinematic's going to be sick. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I'm going to save right before the battle starts when we get into position. And, yeah, I'm gonna put together something real nice for it. Nice way to honor it. So this is the last live stream for the Dwarves, but it is not the last video for the Dwarves. There will be a final cinematic. I'm gonna really work hard to put something together, and I'm also gonna kind of use the cinematic. Why run at X4 speed for cinema shots? What do you mean I don't run at ×4 speed for cinema shots? I don't do that. I'm going to use I'm going to use this cinematic like the cinematic war between the dwarves and the Southern Hive as a way to also kind of promote the cinematic style that we're going to get when I do the anthology series once all the casting is done, and kind of get people a little bit more hyped for it too. I think once people kind of see like what it's going to look like, how it's going to be run, how it's going to be directed, and all that stuff, I think it's going to be I think it's gonna get people hyped. It's gonna build some hype. It's gonna build some hype. Waiting on this fucking guy here. 39. Good too, because we're out of food. We are officially out of food. Luckily though, Kenshi has a lot of ration packs, and Zagan has Deimos has a lot of stuff as well. And then worst case, I can have them run over here. People can take a bite. What is it? Pipis, I need you to run over and go take some food from Deimos. Not pick up, sorry. No, trade. Trade with Deimos. And we're going to take this stuff because we need that hell of a lot more. And Pepes, we're going to go give that to Zagan. Trade with Zagan. At least give us a little bit of time. Cue the music, my posse on Broadway. Is the Kenshi animated stuff going to be members only? No, it's not going to be animated. It's going to be a machinima. So I'm making not an animation, but I'm making a Kenshi anthology using cinematic shots and camera angles and all that stuff, and then some post editing as well to add in things like motion blur, to add in things like impact frames, camera effects and all that stuff to make it look more cinematic. But it's going to be a machinima. It's effectively a machinima, an in-game anthology series that is fully voice acted. But it will not be members only. No, I will make it public. I don't really want to do, at least not right now. Maybe later on in the channel's life, but I don't want to do members only content right now. It's restricting, and I'm only able to do so much right now anyway because I also have to work. Because surprising to many people, I've been getting a comment a lot recently on some of my Kenshi shorts. People saying holy unemployment. Surprising to many people, but I do work. I do work. I do things. I do things. So I've only got so much time in the day. God, that's so fucking cool. Look at them. Just a legion of dwarves. A legion of dwarves and Agnew. Badass. Agnew's a good example of how tall everyone is compared to the dwarves. I like the side by side. It looks good. It's a good look. Agnew's like a giant among them. And Beep. Yeah, Beep's a little bit taller than a lot of them. He's not a lot taller, but he's a little bit taller. He is taller than some of them anyway. But yeah. Agnew's kind of a giant. And then you got these magnificent bastards. Look at them. Huge. Glorious. How are you doing? 3? He's getting there. He's getting there. We just need him to go up a bit more. Now he's healing upward though, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Once he's healed, we can move. We can hop on and start moving. 167 people in the stream, guys. I sincerely appreciate it as always. I'm glad that last night wasn't a complete fluke. We're just seeing some good numbers, guys. It's probably got something to do with the what is it with the snowstorm? God knows it's got something to do with the snowstorm. Everyone's just sitting at home. Everyone's just sitting at home. I was outside shoveling for literal hours today. Okay. Yeah, we're looking good on hunger. Things are good. Things are good. No save, that's good. His leg is 21. To be honest, we're going to be moving slow, but it may almost be worth it to just say fuck it and move in. I'm finally reaching FL and dropping into the 40s right now. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is always the worst part, is waiting for like one unit to heal up, and it sucks that he has so much goddamn health, so it takes forever. Takes forever. I'm really dragging this episode out. I'm dragging the finale out. Not trying to. These things just happen sometimes. He's just napping though. He's a good boy. He's just napping, taking a little nappy nap. I think the rest of our animals are fully healed up now though. It's cool. Good. It's good. It's good. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm going to take all of the gorillas. I'm gonna put the gorillas in the rear guard, I think. And I'm gonna put the bone dogs in the I'm gonna put the bone dogs in the front. In the vanguard. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put all of the gorillas in the rear guard and the bone dogs in the front. And I'm gonna replace Fenrir and give Fenrir back to the front guard. Are those triangle bandits? You goons. You absolute goons. You silly goose. You silly gossy. Alright, so dogs in the front in the vanguard and gorillas in the rear guard. Because it's only hilarious if the gorillas charge, which means I'm gonna have to actually go through and make sure that some of these guys are. Yeah, so these bone dogs are gonna have to get fixed because they're staying close to red, and we gotta fix that. So that taken care of. Taken care of. So we'll charge the front with the dogs, and then bodyguard. Okay, so all of you guys should be there now. Okay, and then rear guard. We gotta do the same thing with the gorillas because following the wrong person now. Change that. But I think it'd be good to have the dogs attack in the front, and then what is it? The gorillas like running from the back. Effectively is my thought on it. So we're trading. Plus, it'll make the lines more. It'll make the lines more even. And this is really stupid, but I have to put tiny in the middle of the numbers. So there's what? How many on each side? And he's got to be right there. All right, so yeah, they break in. We kick all their faces because they're triangle bandits, and they literally pose whatever the opposite of a threat is. That's them. Yeah, okay. We're just at this point. I'm gonna say fuck it. We're gonna march. We took a little bit of damage from those goddamn triangle bandits just now, but I think we'll be okay. Some of the gorillas took a bit of damage, but I'm sick of waiting for them. Yeah. I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna say we grab him and head over. All right, everybody, get freaking now. Okay. Triangle bandit. Everybody attack, devour. Yeah, I know they've been defeated. They dead. They very dead. Okay. We're gonna march over. We're gonna march over. We're gonna head on over. Except you fucking fool. Goddamn. Pick his ass up because he got stuck. Close that door. And we're gonna put him down. All right, we're marching. We're on the move. We're on the move. The Dwarves of Garzumi Keep are on the move, everybody. On the move. I'm gonna save it. Just in case. And then once we get to the border of the Southern Hive, because I don't want to do it too early, because if I do it too early, then we're going to have issues with we might have issues with loading. When we get to the border of the Southern Hive, I'm going to save it, close the game, reload, and import with dead NPCs brought back, because again, I don't know what happened, but the Southern Hive ceases to be. Just cease to be. Let's get out of the water. We can move at a decent speed again. Yeah. This bridge, they keep falling off of the bridge. And so when they do that, it slows their movements. I'm actually going to have everyone just fucking sprint over at full speed then because of that. Now we just need to switch to the Frank Miller shader. It's really fucking cold here right now. I think it's like -3 or it's -3 or 4 here too. It's fucking cold. It's definitely cold. All right, so I want to say it's over here. Damn, you're way up north. Actually, we're the opposite of way up north. We're way down south. I'm in the northeast, so it's fucking cold here. I shoveled what was easily like 2 or 3 feet of snow today off my driveway, which like 2 or 3 feet of snow actually isn't that bad in the grand scheme of things. You know, when I was growing up, I was used to having winters where we would have, you know, like 15 feet of snow, 10, 15 feet of snow. The problem that arises right now is that my driveway is actually a decent sized driveway. It's not like ludicrously large, right? Like I don't have like a fucking humongous, like super long, crazy driveway, but it fits 7, 8 cars if you do it right. You know, it fits anywhere between 6 to 8 cars, depending on the size of the vehicle, and if you do it right. And I had to shovel it all today, and it's heavy when the snow's, you know, up past your knees. Not great. I have a snowblower, but I chose not to use it because my ass needs some exercise these days. Between work, streaming, and everything else, I don't get to exercise nearly as much as I used to. I used to hit the gym, you know, 5, 6 days a week, and I've been slacking on it like fucking crazy recently, so I need to get some exercise. We're looking at 20s this weekend, and that's going to drive people down here crazy, but I did my time in Ohio, so I'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I was a kid, I was you know, I think the worst winter I had, we had 13 feet. I mean, I've had some pretty aggressive winters as a kid. It's funny too because I fucking hate the snow. It's literally like my least favorite thing. I hate the cold. The cold is awful. I truly hate it. I despise it with like every fiber of my being. I can't stand the fucking cold. It's so bad. Yeah, 13 feet of snow. It was a record-breaking year, but I remember it was crazy because we got snowed into the house. We could, like, the whole first floor of our house was encompassed with snow. We had to dig a straight up tunnel where the walls were, even on our porch, the walls were like 5 or 6 feet above us to get to our vehicles. It was a whole thing. You couldn't see when you're driving with the road. It looked like you were driving through a tunnel because the snow was so damn high. It was crazy. We used to go up on the second floor and we would jump out the window. Yeah, we used to go up to the second floor and jump out the window into the snow because it was so damn high. It was crazy. So it was like 10 or 13 feet. It was in there. I remember it being ridiculously high though, because even standing on our porch, it was taller than my brother-in-law, who is 5'10", standing on the porch, and it was well over his head at the time. It was crazy. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so we're on the border of the Southern Hive territory. Do you not mind asking what state I live in? Yeah, I live in New York. I live in the lovely state of New York. The lovely state of New York. Actually, not a huge fan, but I live in New York. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to save it. I'm going to do 2 saves just in case. I'm going to close the game. And then I'm going to import to deal with all that nonsense. And then the Battle of the Southern Hive begins, everybody. Then the Battle of the Southern Hive begins. Hey, Mort, how you doing? What's going on, Mortal? All right, we're going to exit out. We're going to give it a second to move in there. All right. Give it a second for everything to kind of do its restoration. You guys can look at the various nonsense on my desktop for a minute. How you do? Behold the load order that I spent last night cultivating, fixing to fix my crashing issues so I could actually play fucking Kenshi again. Oh, we live in the same state, Logic. That's badass. That is badass, my dude. That is badass. Did you ever jump out of your second story window? Did you ever jump off the roof during wintertime? Or was that just a thing that we did here, that we did up here, where I'm at? When that winter happened, I was in like fucking elementary school. I was really young when that happened. I was really young when that happened. You're a Texan primer. I lived in Texas for a while too. All right, import dead NPCs. Are we ready? It might crash once or twice. If it does, we just got to keep at it. It should work at some point. But, we're loading into an area with a high population. We've got 60 people on the screen right now, like 60 members of our faction on the screen. So it does happen. It's not a big deal. But, yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, we're in. Look at that. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. Battle of the Southern Hive commences. Are you guys ready for, Are you guys ready? Oh, look. They've come to greet us. They've come to greet us. I live in the southern part of New York. The blizzard of 96 was 8 feet tall by me. I was barely 3 feet tall at the time. Yeah, see, at the time that happened when I was a kid, this is probably the last like stop I'm going to take to talk about something, because we're getting into the finale. So at the time that massive snowstorm happened that caused the snow to be up like 10, 13 feet, I lived in like upstate, like up by like the Canada border and stuff, right off the bridge of Lake Ontario. So we got the really bad lake effect when that happened. But thankfully, I do not live there anymore, so we don't get snow quite that bad. But yeah, back then it was like pure lake effect, crazy stuff. Okay, last time I'm going to pause it to talk about anything. We're going in. All right, guys, this is the culmination of all 25 episodes. The Battle of the Southern Hive, round 2 is about to commence. Lord Vishu is about to honor, and he's about to provide honor to the 23 dwarves that lost their life during the last confrontation. Are you ready, kids? 185 people in the stream, and we're about to see how it goes. Make sure everybody is off hold. Fantastic. They have come to greet us. Get so drone guards have stats in the 50s. The elite drone guards have stats in the 80s and 90s. And towards the Towards the front, they have a ton of them, so we got to be careful about that. These guys will be child's play. This is just a border patrol. I'm not too worried about that. We'll take these guys out like it's nothing. All right, border patrol's taken care of. We're moved. We are now entering territory. We still haven't hit elite drone guard territory yet, which is good. Drop these guys. Elite drone guards are going to be problematic. And I'm going to run this on just normal speed. I'm going to run it on normal speed. I think that's the right thing to do. An appetizer for the helmetless doofuses. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, so we're moving in. We're going to honor the 23 dwarves that died here. We're going to honor them. We will make up for their sacrifice. Check for patrols because they are coming. Patrols are coming. Just a little bit once we get in. All right. So the base of the Southern Hive is right over there. There it is. So that's where we're headed to. It does seem darker than usual, but it could just be the time. It also seems foggy, which is kind of a bad sign. But they should still be here because again, I just imported without importing dead NPCs, so I think we should be. I think we should be fine. All right, one time speed so we can savor it. All right, once we get into position, we will be splitting the squads off. Who are these guys? These are just drone guards. I'm assuming they are headed back towards the border to investigate what happened. Little do they know we're already inside, about to begin. If I recall, the armory drone guard are nastier with better weapons, but can only be found in the armory itself, not near the queen. The Praetorians, though, are near the queen, because I have the Southern Hive expanded mod on, so they have Praetorians by the queen. All right, so we're gonna head right over here. That's where we're headed to, and then the rear guard will split off once we're there. I'm also gonna do the save for the cinematic once we get there as well. It's sunset, and you're going to battle. It sounds like the right time. I agree. I agree. It's actually sunrise, I'm pretty sure. The sun is rising on the Dwarven Kingdom of Clan Angler. The Dwarves of Garzumi Keep are about to take care of that. Vanilla, the elite drone, has elite drone guards near the queen. I think the same as the armory stats. So this has the elite drone guards and Praetorians and the queen's aid and a couple of princes as well. Separate spot. All right. Oh. We got a squad of drones here. Take them down. Take them down. Individual squads aren't going to be that bad. You should edit the dwarf stream into a giant movie. Maybe. Maybe. The problem is the first episode is really, really tough. Really tough because, what is it? My stream, the bitrate was incorrect. And so, because the bitrate was incorrect, there was a delay between audio and video. So the first episode is like, it's not good. Look at, see, they have helmets. They have helmets. Okay, yeah, they're coming in. They're coming in. But it's good though, because we were gonna have to face these guys later, so we can take them down now. They can't. They won't get in our way. They won't get in our way. What are we doing? Okay. Oh, beat went down. That's great. Take them down. Take no prisoners. Kill them. Put them in the dirt. No survivors. No survivors. All right. Heal up. We're going to take a minute to heal up. Everybody's up and moving. All right. I'm going to save it now for the cinematic. Final battle save. Okay. All right. Here we go. King Vishu is going to head towards the front. And we're going to have the rear guard head towards the back. I know, King Vishu headed towards the front. And the rear guard headed towards the back. Come on. There we go. Everybody move. Oh, he's being fixed is why. Not good. You guys gotta move. You guys gotta move. Fleshies for the king. All right, here we go. It's happening. We're gonna charge the front. We're gonna charge the front. Who said fleshies for the king? It's these guys. All right, King Vishu and your team head over there. You guys all need to head over here. The rear guard's gonna sneak around back. The rear guard is going to head back over this way. There's two squads. Is there two squads back here? There is. There's two squads. They don't look particularly terrifying, but there's a good number on them, and that is a little worrisome. Maybe we should have them charge with the front. I don't know. Maybe we should have them charge with the front. Maybe we should just have every one of them just charge in, just blitz them. What do you guys think? Everyone blitzes in, or do we split the squad? Everyone blitz or split the squad? Just run in and have them go. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck the pincer. We're all going in. We're going in. I've decided. Fuck the pincer. We're going in. Put these guys down. Turn them into dude smoothies. Everybody charge. Everybody charge. What we'll do is we'll have the vanguard here. The front guard charge in right there. And we'll have the rear guard hang back for a second. Keep some of these extra squads from coming in and bothering us. Van rear, I'm going to have you pop in. Is the Queen's Aid in here? Elite Drone Guard, Southern Hive Prince Ronin. I don't see the Queen's Aid. I do see this Praetorian, though. All right, the fight has begun. The fight has begun. Everybody get in there, attack him. Attack all. Everybody get in here, start attacking all. King Vishu. On him. All right, it's happening. They are way stronger than vanilla. Yeah. I am scared for when King gets involved. I am scared for when King gets involved. The Queen has joined the fight. Do bone dogs get hunger satisfaction from gnawing on limbs? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right, Seto is down. She is in bad shape. That's fine. King Vishu is also in rough shape. I'm going to pull him back. Pull him back. Just for a little bit. Just for a minute. Let him heal up. First aid. Keep the fight going. Keep the fight going. Tiny is just ripping through them. Lord Red is down. Bad. Ogren is fighting some of the Praetorians. Queen is down. Queen is down. Queen's dead. Jesus Christ. They put her ass down. She's dead. Okay, so the Queen's down. That's cool. It looks like the Royal Guard is going down in a pretty decent spot right now. King Vishu is unconscious, but that's okay. We're pretty much just ganging up on the Praetorians now. Looks like we got a couple of interlopers from the outside. We'll deal with them. Outstanding. Outstanding. Losing Red here would be tragic. I agree, but I don't think Red's going anywhere. Beep's in rough shape. Agnew's in rough shape. Some of our guys are definitely in bad shape. We've got a couple people down, but no one that I'm immediately super concerned about, except maybe Seto. She's got a pretty good head injury. Our skeletons are okay, which is good, because we need some of our heavier skeletons for dealing with Dealing with King. King is going to be a fucking challenge. We're beating them by sheer numbers right now. We're just like overwhelming them. All right, all right. Caradon, Sheen, and Lord Valkus are fighting this Praetorian quite well. Carrying a leg. I don't know whose leg. That is not a Hiver leg. Whose leg is that? Okay, Jamili lost a left leg. He is in rough shape right now. Yeah, Jamili lost a left leg. That's terrible. And our dog is eating it, which is less terrible, I guess. King Vishu. All right, all right. We are definitely taking a bit of a beating here, but we're still good. Deimos, you guys need to get back over here. We can't have you guys wandering off like that. You guys got to get back over here. Pavel can handle this one guy. Good old Paver. He can handle that one guy. Yeah. All right. All of you guys. What's Wing Wang doing? Wing Wang's back here by himself. Once again, the loner. The loner Wing Wang. What are you doing? Oh, he's back here bleeding the fuck out by himself. Lost his arm? I don't even want to know what happened to him. Where's King? I haven't seen him yet. We got another squad back here. Oh, shit. There's definitely more. We got a bunch more. We're not done yet. Everybody rush in as quickly as you can. Back all. Hop back over. All right, we're round 2. We're keep going. Still going. Still going. I didn't think to bring any spare robotic limbs. That would have been smart, but I didn't think about it. It's fine. He'll survive and we can carry him back. He'll survive and we can carry him back. Some of our golems are in rougher shape. Vanguard, how is Deimos doing? Deimos is alive. We're going to need him for King, so I need to have him beeline it for King. He needs to beeline it for the King, wherever he is. He's got to be wandering around out here somewhere, right? I have yet to see him. Are Hivers up here? No. Okay, so yeah, we got to figure out where King is. He's my source of real stress right now. He's around here somewhere. We've honestly lucked out that he hasn't come and attacked us yet. We should have a couple of people set for that are able to bandage here momentarily. I'm not too worried about bleeding out. And if we lose 1 or 2 dwarves, it's not the end of the world, given the circumstances and that this is the finale and all. But obviously the idea is to not lose anybody. But okay, hold on. What's happening out here? Big fight happening out here. Stop hurting us, no hives. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me after what you did to us? Oh my god. I've never been so angry. I've never been so angry. Alright, we need Kenshi. We need you. You get out here. Help him. Help Tiny, because we're going to need Tiny against King as well. I don't know where that bad bastard is, but when he gets here, it's going to be a problem, so... I know it hurts your damage output, but having a medic set the passive lets them focus on bandaging. Yeah, that's true. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have Red move to the side here, and we're going to put Red on focus to focus on bandaging. King Vishu is knocked unconscious right now. We've got a number of guys down. I'm going to put King Vishu to passive as well. I need him to focus on healing himself up along with his people. So Red and Vishu will focus on keeping people alive. And Vishu's defense is damn near impregnable. It's at 104. We're fighting off the peasants now. Complete massacre. Again, the large concern I have right now is where is King? He's around here somewhere. I haven't seen him yet. And that's stressing me out. They're off to heal Wing Wang. I know that he's around here. I don't know if he just wandered off or what his deal is, but he's out here somewhere. Nash, you guys are chasing down this guy who's crippled. Fine. Usually wanders out by the poles and stuff, doesn't he? But there's poles everywhere. I know that he's around here. We just got to find him. If King is giving you time to heal, don't knock up. Yeah, I agree. I agree. We should get everyone to get everyone over here to heal up in the center. Brokar is fighting this Ronin again. That's funny. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Take these guys down. I'm gonna put some of our nobles to heal people because they can. So Athena, Got it. No, not got it. Ogren, you guys need to heal up. Start healing people. Start healing people. If the queen is dead, does that kill the hive in the long term? Yeah, they turn into fogmen. Or, yeah, they turn into fogmen. They start slowly turning into the fogmen. We're all moving. There, alright. So we don't know where King is, but honestly, the fact that he isn't in this fight yet, it bodes well for us. It bodes well for us. It gives us the opportunity to heal up and regroup to a degree. Killing off the small hives over here. Hell yeah, dude. Absolute victory. We'll kill everyone. Kill all of them. Every man. Every woman. Every child. How do you think the Southern Hive managed to wrangle the king without it mushing them instead? That is a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. Okay. All right, we're still going. Fleshies for king. More meats for king. Yeah, that's what they say. Where is your king, though? Where doth he wander? Don't see him. And it's really bothering me that I don't see him. Gotta be out here somewhere, because I imported dead NPCs, so there's no reason he shouldn't be out here. We just don't know where. King has hunger, so maybe they promised him food. Possibly. Oh, there he is. There he is. All right, we need Kenshi out here. We need Deimos out here. And, yeah, okay. Yeah, we need Kenshi and Deimos out here. These three are fighting him, but they aren't going to be able to. They aren't going to be able to beat him. We got the Pepes. The Pepes is trying to fight him, and he's knocked the fuck out. King has 294 strength. So Tiny and King are going at it, along with Deimos. I think the two of them should be able to do it, along with a little bit of help from the back on the back end. All right. Just keep going. Keep going. Put him down. Put him down. Can they do it? We need to get everybody as we can involved in this. We've got a lot of downed dwarves, but we are healing up. Scroggy is in rough shape. He might lose an arm. Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. Pretty much. Pretty much. All right, how are we doing? We're still fighting. We're still fighting. It is a tough one. We're all just beating on him. Okay. How's Tiny doing for health? He's doing okay. How's Kenshi doing for health? He is in rougher shape. He's got it rough right now. John's getting beat up, and so is Balin. We got a couple more hivers that are fighting for it, but we are ganging up on him. We are doing damage to him, so there is that. King Vishu is still alive. Apparently, King also doesn't have an AI core when you take him down. That's not true. Well, at least not with the Hiver expanded. I'm pretty sure he does. It doesn't in vanilla, but he does. He will for me. He will for me. Okay. All right. We're still going at it. His legs are down, but that's not going to be enough. He also has 152 toughness, so basically he gets up almost as soon as you knock him down. All right. He just dropped Margaret. We are in full fight mode, everybody. Full fight mode, everybody. Are bowmen in your group? So they were, and then many of my bowmen ended up dying when Igor raided Karak Vashu. I was going to bring 4 or 5 bowmen, but they died when they raided Karak Vashu. But I think we'll be okay. All right. At this point, we're just beating on him until eventually he drops. I don't think he'll take us all down, but he might take a couple of us with him. How's Balin doing? What's his health situation at? He just took a pretty good strike. Fine, we're healing almost as quick as we're getting put down, so we're at the very least alive, and more people are trying to move in to protect everybody. So good. It's good. It's good. All right. Hello, fellow Flatskins. Hey, Kent, how are you doing? Guys, Canned Moon over here in the chat. He's a fellow Kenshi streamer, and he's been absolutely fucking killing it recently. He had almost 400 people in his stream last night. He was badass. Really good stuff. Guy's brand new on the scene, and he's already killing it. Proud of you, buddy. Proud of you. All right. Cycling back and forth in medical stations. That's pretty brilliant. Yeah, I mean we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, we're still fighting him. He has managed to take out a couple of people, but we're managing to pick them up almost as quick as they go down. King Vishu has been knocked unconscious. He just keeps getting back up. He just keeps getting back up. Dagon, go fight him. Deimos. Deimos is fighting this asshole right here. This is the Queen's aide. He's probably super pissed about what we did to his, what we did to her. You know, killing her. Put him down. Okay, is Tiny unconscious? Tiny is unconscious. Deimos, you gotta get back in the fight, man. I need all remaining dwarves to converge on King. I need all remaining dwarves to converge on King. We gotta take him down. We gotta put this man down. Hell yeah. Agnew, rip his AI court. Rip his fucking heart out. Do it. Do it. King is dead. We did it. King is dead. We did it. The Southern Hive has fallen. Oh, man. It's done. Hell yeah, guys. 25 episodes and we did it. Success. Sweet baby success. We did it. All right, now we tend to our wounded. Now we tend to our wounded. And we tend. Wish you could mount him like a trophy. Someone needs a mod to do that. I agree. I agree. I agree. We did it. We did it. By God, we did it. And no one has died. We got a couple of these drone guards that are still fighting. But by and large, we're going to take them down. And we're going to finish these guys off. And that's that. We didn't lose a single soul, guys. We didn't lose a single soul. The fight was long and it was hard, but we did it. It's not quite over because some of these guys are going to get up, but we did it, guys. Hell yeah. Thank you, Vaughn. I appreciate it. No gods nor kings. Only dwarves. Only dwarves. King Vishu is going to go loot the body of the queen because didn't lose any souls, but did lose limbs. That's true. That's true. Jamili lost his left leg at least. I don't know about all of the limb losses, but Jamili lost his left leg at the very least. Which is, you know, it is sad, but the only thing left to do now is where is it? King Vishu, you're gonna take your spot. Go pop a squat, my guy. Go pop a squat. There we go. He sits upon the throne of his enemies. Go search this. Where can I subscribe to your Only Dwarves? What do you mean? Look, they had a Dwarven Mall in there. It was fate. It was fate. See what you guys got. Go search some of these things. What does LUT do on a reshade? I don't think I even have that on my reshade. No, I don't even think. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I have that effect even on my reshade. I have no idea. I have no idea. OnlyFans for dwarves. Oh, for my dwarves OnlyFans. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hive Queen's Throne. We'll take that. Hell yeah. Is this? Oh my God! A gift from the gods. Jumili, what leg did you lose? Oh my God, guys! It's perfect. It's perfect. A gift from the gods. There was much rejoicing indeed, because not only did we kill the Southern Queen, but we also found a leg for Jamili, who tragically lost his leg in the battle. A gift from the gods, that's what that is. Look at that. It was fated indeed. It was fated indeed. Now we just need to finish off the last of these drone guards and whatnot, put them down, get everybody healed up, and we're good to go. Oh, Wing Wang lost a left arm, too. That's not the end of the world, though. It's fine. You can live without a left arm. Seto doesn't have one, and she's fine-ish. Sort of. She kind of got bonked at the beginning of the siege, but, you know. Oh, my God. Guys, we did it. We avenged all of those who fell. We avenged the fallen. Cathartic, this moment. This moment is, in fact, cathartic. Alright, you guys go back on passive. We need you guys to heal up. We need you guys to heal people up. We gotta get everybody healed up. One round, clean this place up. Knock some people down. It's all good. This Queen's Aid, man, he just keeps getting back up. We gotta put him down and keep him down. He just keeps getting down. Did I get John food? No, he's in bad shape. He does need food. He does need food. Food store empty. Food store empty. Storage boxes. Finding food might be a bit of a tricky one. Might be a bit of a tricky one. We are low on food. Ashish, map of the Ashlands. Oh, look at that. Fun. We are low on food, but that's okay. Oh, food store. All right, come on. Come here, you beautiful bastard. Well, it's just one, but one meat wrap. Who's looking? What do you mean 30% chance of stealing? Who's looking at that right now? Genuinely. All right. We'll go around getting some more victuals, some more food. Check these storage containers, small barrels, stuff. I'm not super worried about it. The runs, you know, this was pretty much the end of the run, but I wish we could butcher them for meat. I would totally butcher Southern Hivers for meat right now. I would do it, and I wouldn't even feel bad about it. I literally wouldn't even feel bad about it. Let's head into some of these little homes. Let's head into their homes, raid their homes. Do they have something in here? Fish. Steel, Tachis. Random stuff. Armor. Oh, just random junk. Just random fucking junk. Gosmer bundle. Whatever the hell that is. Gonna raid their homesteads. It's fine. Can we put a flag above the Southern Hive? Maybe. I could probably do it with a shift of 12. Nothing in these barrels. Frustrating. Frustrating. All right. Some hivers, while the queen and king... hold on. What is it? Some hivers, while the queen and king of the empire are gone and they lost their pheromone connection, keeps them happy and sane. Why are you stealing food? Because, man, we need it. We just got done kicking your asses and we worked up a sweat, you know? We worked up a mighty sweat. I'm famished. I've become quite peckish after absolutely decimating you fools. Hell yeah, guys. We did it. We did it. By Jove, we did it. Everybody get over here. Get a little bit of food on us. A lot, but it's food. And then how you guys doing on food? Do you have anything still? Yeah, you got food. Okay, so here's what we'll do, actually. We'll just put Kenshi. We'll switch Kenshi onto this squad, and that'll let them eat Kenshi's food, and we'll just put Zagan on this one. No big deal. Boom. Everybody can eat. Everybody can eat. No one's hungry anymore. Screenshot of victory? I agree. I agree. Alright, here's what we're going to do. King Vishu is in a recovery coma. I don't... Where is he knocked out? Oh, yeah, he's fucking out. He is out. We gotta wait for the king to wake up before we can get a screenshot. we gotta wait for the king to wake up. Here, maybe we can pick him up and put him forcibly in one of the beds over here. They're listed as private, but I do wonder if we could forcibly take them, maybe, possibly, sort of. Where are you at? Gotta be a couple of those camps that I just saw them. Oh, there they are. Put them in the bed. Nope, can't be done. Okay, put them in the chair. Nope, we just gotta wait for King Vishu to wake up. Won't be a second. And in that second, we're going to be beating the ass of all of these little hivers over here that are having the audacity to come in and try and heal some of these guys up. Unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior. All right. Turn your jobs off. It's fine. Yeah, we just gotta wait for Vishu to get back up, and then we'll get that last screenshot, and we'll be all set. That'll be that. That will be that. We had 200 people show up to watch it. My God, guys, fantastic! And thank you guys for the support. We had pretty, good support thank, I just in general, it's been phenomenal. I'm a little sad, to be honest with you. You know, it's again, this was the first. The series that we started the stream with, this was the first series that I ever streamed, and we've been doing it for a year and a half now. It's kind of somber to see it end, but it's exciting because it brings in something new in the sense that we're gonna keep going with the Nugget Mafia, and we're gonna be doing a Star Wars run on Project Cthulhu soon. Very, very excited. Wasn't gonna miss the big fight. I appreciate it, Eric. I appreciate it, and honestly. Did we clean house? Yes. Did we lose anybody? No. It was tough though. We took a beating. Many of our guys got down. We took a bit of a beating. It was tough, but we did what we came here to do, which was honor the sacrifices of those who came before us. And actually, something I need to do. Where is it? Wherefore art thou? There's something that I need to do. I think it's in camping, actually. Camping. Burial site. Right up here. Right there. King Vishu will be dealing with that as soon as he wakes up. We're going to make a permanent memorial for the 23 dwarves that lost their lives the first time. What now? I mean, that's it. That's the end of this one. The dwarves have officially destroyed the Southern Hive, and they've reclaimed their homeland. They're capable of sitting upon the throne back at Garzumi Keep, uncontested now. Igor's dead. Holy Nation is dead. United Cities is dead. Traders Guild is dead. The Shek are our allies, and the Southern Hive that forced them out of their home is they're gone. You know, we killed the Southern Hive. So, for the dwarves, this will be the end of their story as soon as I finish up. As soon as I finish up. I gotta get a great job here. Take care of everyone. Cosmic, you have a great time. I appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate you being here for this momentous occasion. It's been fun. It's been good. It has been good. You have a good evening. Good evening. We're just waiting for King Vishu to get up. He's currently knocked the fuck out, but it's there. What a rise to power too, from episode 1 when he was a lone dwarf to now. What a rise to power. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. I'm feeling sentimental. I'm feeling real sentimental. It's funny because when we lost all of the dwarves the first time, you know, when we attacked the Southern Hive the first time, and we got absolutely wrecked, absolutely bodied. I uh, I talked about it off stream because I kind of I felt funny about it just because given the circumstances I felt funny about it. But I talked about it off stream with a friend of mine. I felt a genuine sense of loss in some capacity. I was actually kind of bummed when it happened. Like I was trying to not be frustrated, but I was really frustrated, and it was sad because some of those dwarves, like Lord Grimdark, had been with us since literally like episode 3. He was originally Griffin. I renamed him in honor of Grimdark half off when he passed. Um, and so when we lost all of those dwarves that we had spent 16 episodes building a kingdom with, recruiting, training, building up weapons and armor, getting ourselves outfitted, it bugged me quite a bit, and it's kind of cathartic now to come back and have kind of avenged them as a sorts, and really finished off the story and reclaimed the homeland. Because for 3 episodes straight, I mean, it was just battering after battering. I thought we took out we took the tech hunters, and we took out the tech hunters and from Flats Lagoon, and I got overconfident. We came down here and we fought the Southern Hive, and in 3 episodes time we lost the Southern Hive. We lost a shit ton of our men. We lost a shit ton of like all that stuff. And then we lost a bunch of our animals and a bunch of our almost our entire military force except for King Bashu and Lord Red. And then right after that, um, we got forced out of our base that we had spent 16 episodes building. We got forced out of that base, and we were on the run. And then while we were on the run, we lost even more dwarves. And the United Cities, who had been our tentative ally up to that point, suddenly were our enemy, and we had made enemies with almost everybody. And we had the Southern Hive on our tail the entire time. It was really bad, and for like 3 episodes, I was like, this is it, man. Like, there's no recovery from this. We're not going to get back up from this. I really don't know how we're going to get back up from this. And then we did. And then we did. And we need... hopefully she hasn't despawned yet. Yeah, she's despawned. She's gone. That's fine, though. We're sitting in the seat. That's fine. King Vashu, you're going to come over here with Lord Red. And Red, you're going to put your shield down because we are no longer at war. You have nothing to defend against. Nothing to hang on to. You're going to take that shield and you're going to put it down. That was King Vashu. Red, same deal. You're going to take that shield and you're going to put it down. You are going to pick those up, though, because... oh, shit. Hold on. Those things are in the way. Can I put those into my shield? Put one of them into the shield. Hold on. Red, come over here and drop that off real fast. And then in your inventory. Okay. Alright. We're going to get our screenshot. We're going to get our screenshot of sitting on the throne of the Southern Hive. It's easy to defend unless you piss off the Southern Hive and they send, a squad of 50 people with stats in the 90s. The only downside of taking out the Southern Hive and not dealing with the final assault is that I miss out on a unique longsword that only spawns on the leader of the final assault. It's this really cool red and black longsword that they have, but it's not a longsword. It's that weird like star-shaped sword that they use. King Bashu and Red, remove your helms. Remove your helmets. Good. All right. We got to get our final screenshot. Get the UI mask off. It's there. All right. We're going to get this screenshot here. King upon his throne. That's what this is. It is a king upon the throne of a conquered land. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. All right, and then the last thing I have to do, and this is literally the last thing I'm going to do on this playthrough, aside from making the edit later on. But King Vishu has one last job to do, one final job to do. All right, let's camping, burial site. Close do we have to be? Right here. I think this is a good spot right there. No, the last thing he needs to do is he needs to come on over here. Well, we need to have some of you guys. Where's Grunt? Grunt, Piker, Fenrir. You guys get over here. King Vishu, you're on block, right? Okay. Golem. The last thing we need to do is we need to have we need to make a memorial for all of the dwarves that died the first time. That first confrontation. The drone guards are pretty strong. Okay. Go. How much worse is performance with settings in your with your settings in your shader? Okay, so I'll give you an example. So this is a pretty heavily booted area. Right now, with the game running, I'll show you my menu. I'm getting roughly in this spot 35 frames. If I turn the shader off, I get about 36 frames. So it really doesn't change much, to be honest with you. It downs like a frame. My shader really doesn't change my performance whatsoever. Are we too close to this spot to make a... Put that... We might be too close. I might have to move a little farther out. Hold on. We gotta move a bit farther out. You guys all come out here. Not for Shu. You pop over here. And Valkus, you can go fight too. Flashies, yeah, that's me. We gotta move a little farther out. Too close. Too close. Oh shit, 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 oh shit. There's more. There's more. There's more. Everybody come kick their asses. Cool. Alright. Up here maybe? Maybe they'll let me do it up here. I gotta get far enough away that we can... There it is. Okay, my outpost, it finally popped up. Alright. I'm gonna put it right... Where is it on the map? Right here? Okay. Right there. The Fallen 23. Their sacrifice was not in vain. That look on the map. There it is. There it is, guys. We officially did it. We officially did it. It's right there on the map. The Fallen 23. Their sacrifice was not in vain. That's all I got, guys. This has been stunning. End of an era. I'm both somber and excited. I'm both somber and excited. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. I don't really know what to say here. I feel a type of way, guys. I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. The sacrifice was not in vain. It's on the other side of the map. The sacrifice was in the Royal Valley. Shut up, Logic. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Wild stuff, guys. Wild stuff. Can I get a final F in chat? Can I get a final F in chat for the Dwarves? As I save over the stream, making it official. Land Angler, guys. Land Angler. Beautiful. Look at those seas of Fs. Seas of Fs, everybody. Seas of Fs. Fantastic. 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 F's for all those doofy hivers who died for our entertainment. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, guys. I think that's it for this one. I'm going to call it. I don't want to taint it by doing anything else. I will not be streaming tomorrow as I have some plans, and I won't be able to make up that stream, later this week this time. But I will be. I'm taking this Tuesday off, and I'm taking next Tuesday off because I have a few things going on. But next week I'll make up the stream by streaming an extra day. So, don't worry about that. Maybe I'll stream Saturday. I'll stream Saturday this week actually to make up for it. But yeah, that is all the time I have tonight, guys. I appreciate your continued support through this whole thing. I appreciate Von, Von, Sir Matchsticks, becoming a Mad Lad member. Your guys' donations been fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, Kenshi, Return of the Dwarves. It has been an absolutely fucking phenomenal journey, and now we get to go on to the next one. We're going to finish up the Nugget Mafia, because that one's not going to take nearly as long, and then we're on to Project Cthulhu, which is going to be a whole new game for me, because I have never played it before, so you guys are going to see me do Project Cthulhu from the ground up. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a wild ride. As always, use your powers for good instead of evil. Make a difference in someone's life. And long live Clan Angler.